to a party, they might tie you up and throw you somewhere.
YouTube, what's up? It's Fat Man Stevens. Along here side
with the legend Jamal Holley. Who's gonna win this?
Well, here we are. It's 2012, so you know what time that is. What time that is? English. It's time for the best of 2011 for WWE, Jamal.
And TNA.
It's just WWE for me. It's because TNA's crap.
Prize.
But let's get right into it, Jamal. What's some of the best things WWE did this year? Bam, let's go.
Well, I would say the best things they did for finally for once they listened to the wrestling world, and I think they gave more of the younger talent more opportunities, more TV time. Cody Rhodes, one example. Dolph Ziggler. The champion right now is Daniel Bryan. So I think that's one thing that they did right was, you know, they're pushing the younger talents instead of being so much Cena, Orton, those type of guys. I would say that's one of the things they're doing, and their pay-per-views have been more consistent than years past. So
that's it. In the whole 12 months. That's the best thing they did.
Yeah. There's nothing else that they've done in my eyes.
Well, obviously, you've been reading my blog because that's definitely number one best thing they did this year was pushing up the young talent. You know, as we get close, as the years go by, more and more of the old talent's is dying. Michaels left in 2010. Batista also left in 2010, and now 2011. Undertaker only wrestled one match this year. Triple H came back for a couple matches. So it's time to put the youth in the right spot. The one thing I liked about TLC, even though it was just an average pay-per-view, there was no John Cena in that whole 3 hours of the show. No John Cena.
And rating-wise, I'm pretty sure they took a hit.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the Bible took a hit, but they knew that going in. Out the way. But hey, man, that's what you gotta do. You gotta push these young guys first. You know, who would have thought at the end of 2011 that CM Punk was gonna walk in 2012, WWE champion, Daniel Bryan, the world champion, Zack Ryder, the US champion, and Cody Rhodes, the Intercontinental champion. None of those guys look like championship material. If you look back in the 80s, the steroid Jack, you know, Hogan's and everything, but they continue to do it. And 2012 is going to be just another great year. And I'll talk about that a little bit, but I guess there's no real debate. We agree that the best thing that they did this year was they pushed the young talent. I mean, there's nothing else we can really say about that, unless you want to debate about it.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start it now. They are pushing the young talent, but they're also missing some young talent.
Oh, of course. Drew McIntyre.
The fact that Zack Ryder is our U.S. champion and not somebody like Drew McIntyre sickens me.
Right.
Sickens me.
Zack Ryder got popular and they sell merchandise. As long as you sell merchandise and they're popular, you're going to win a championship.
That's WWE for you. That's the WWE for you. But that's I gotta say from an argument later. But that's the WWE for you. If you draw ratings and you have a big following, you get a title shot. You get a push. But if you work hard in the ring and do stuff like that, you get overlooked.
No, McIntyre didn't work as hard as Zack Ryder did. You gotta remember, Zack Ryder was with the Edge. Remember that he was the tag champions with Hawkins. Remember Hawkins and Ryder?
So you telling me all Zack Ryder has to do is start a whole internet blog and do made up shows to get some fans, and then push?
It's not his fault. He blew up.
Well,
so
I think you should go more on the ring than what you do outside of the ring. That's just my opinion.
Well,
if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the Long Islander story, Zack Ryder would be nowhere. He'll be another jobber. Because what he does in the ring to me is pretty average.
No, I don't know about you, but that match with Dolph Ziggler and TLC was
Let's
pretty
see
solid.
what he does with somebody that's not like Dolph Ziggler.
Well, the next person he can face is Del Rio, because Del Rio's not going to be.
That's somebody else who will make him look good. I mean, I want to see him put on a good match with trying to think of somebody. Let's see him put on a good match with somebody like
Swagger.
Ted DiBiase or Jack Swagger.
Ted DiBiase on SmackDown, so.
Okay, so let's see. All right, bro. Yeah, let's see him put up a good match with somebody like. But then he getting super shows. So, but yeah, let's see him put.
That gonna be a title match, though.
Yeah, let's see him put up a good match with somebody like Ted or somebody like that. A mid card or somebody that doesn't really wrestle as much. Let's see him put up a good match with Heath Slater or Gabriel. If he could put up a good match with them guys, then he could prove to me that he's a good wrestler. But until then...
So you don't think Ryder deserves his push that he got?
No.
Well,
I mean...
I disagree.
I mean...
The kid worked hard.
I mean, he deserves to have television time.
Well, I mean, everybody deserves to have television time.
No, not everybody.
A lot.
He does, because he has...
A lot of people in the company deserve. Tyson Kidd deserves more television time.
He has a following. The people wanted it. So yeah, I think he deserves television time. But I think he got the U.S. title a little too fast. I think he got it too quick. I think he should have climbed up before he got that title shot.
It took him... Well, like I said,
but he was a U.S. contender for a while.
For 3 months.
Yeah.
It was much as deserved. He should have won Survivor Series, but
I think Jack Swagger should be U.S. champion at least.
Jack Swagger needs a whole new gimmick. Jack Swagger needs to go back to SmackDown. That's why I can't wait to the draft. But I disagree. Zack Ryder deserves his spot. He deserves the U.S. title. And the only reason he deserves it because Ziggler doesn't need it anymore.
Oh, that's true.
And the more Ziggler holds on to that title, the more he gets held down to that mid card. And he saw what they did already. First Raw of this year, he's getting a title shot against the I'm not gonna say top face of the company, but
good luck.
One of the biggest. I mean, he might not win, but
what's up with you and her?
He's gonna put on at least a good match like he did with Edge last year.
Yeah, I expect that.
All right, let's go for that. Let's go to the next topic, which is best matches of 2011. Jamal, what were some matches that stood out in your mind in this wrestling year?
Matches or one match?
You can pick match. You can go do some matches and then list your top one. Let's see if we agree. If you once again you read my blog, you already know what my top match is. And if it's not your top match, then you're gonna have a hard time against me. Sorry.
All right.
There's no beat in the main event.
Here's my top matches for this year. I'm gonna just name maybe 5 or 6. You know.
All right.
I'm not going in order, but here's my favorite matches that I remember most. First, I'm going to start from the beginning of the year. At Extreme Rules, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio in the, what was it, Anywhere Falls match? That match to me was good. I thought that match was crazy. They fought inside the ring, outside. The part when Cody Rhodes did the beautiful disaster in the backstage and the people, and you heard the sound. That match was good. Even though he lost, I still thought the match was good. That was one of my favorite matches to a real good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I know people are already going. I gotta do it. John Cena versus CM Punk, Money in the Bank, which was a good match. But here's why I'm gonna throw in the curveball. Now, people is saying that was the best match this year.
Well, you knew I was in.
I disagree. I think it's the second best match of the year.
It was the first best match.
Because even though Cena wrestled, which we rarely see,
the
chemistry with CM Punk and Cena was crazy. What I like, because with CM Punk, with Cena, what CM Punk brought out of Cena was wrestling. And that's something we never see with Cena. He brought that out of Cena.
You just proved your whole point.
And what Cena did to Punk was, for the first time, I saw Punk actually have some real personality with the fans, with the crowd behind his back. He was more into the crowd. He was more taunting.
You're not helping yourself. Get your point. Why not the top match? And what is your top match?
You know what's funny though? When he did that shoot and he said he was the best in the world, people thought that's when the best in the world CM Punk started, but it didn't. It started at Money in the Bank. That's when he first brought out the shirt.
Well, the best in the world started because that's when he said it.
No, but it wasn't. But he didn't really plug it in until the Money in the Bank with the shirt.
He said it every week afterwards.
And that was when we saw Punk change as a wrestler, as a personality.
He's always a great wrestler. He was always a great, fantastic wrestler.
I'm talking about the way he is.
His gimmick. You're talking about his gimmick.
And as far as how he is with the fans, that's when he changed. But the reason why it isn't a good match was because, I mean, the crowd was crazy, but I felt like there was a point in the match that kind of messed it up when John Laurinaitis and them came out. I didn't feel like that was necessary.
It was completely necessary for the whole storyline.
Yeah, but it slowed the pace down at the end. With,
it was a 33-minute match already. How you slow pace down for 33-minute match?
It slowed it down and then it picked back up once he knocked him out.
It was only 15 seconds afterwards.
What match didn't lack excitement? Undertaker vs. Triple H WrestleMania. Match of the year.
There's no way. A great match. But once again, you're comparing a street fight to an actual wrestling match.
Well, we said best match. We didn't say best.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And for me, as a wrestling fan, Punk and John Cena, without a shadow of doubt, was the best wrestling match this year.
Well,
best match, period.
The fact that the guy kicked out of 3 pedigrees and a tombstone
makes it unbelievable for me. It's too much.
Ridiculous.
It's too much.
Like when he hit, I
don't remember the match that much. I remember that part. I don't remember much.
He threw him through the glass.
I don't remember much.
Through the glass thing. Hit him in the head with the chair.
I just don't remember much of it. I don't like.
Went through the tape.
You see, it's my number 5 on here on my list. Cause I just thought there were much better contests. Orton Christian.
We're talking best match. Now, if you want to say wrestling,
I'm not just saying wrestling in general, but
I still wouldn't put Punk and Cena at wrestling.
Jamal, you're absolutely insane.
No.
Yeah, it was a great combination. It was a combination of a great storyline. Okay, CM Punk started a whole new era. He almost ushered in a whole new era of professional wrestling. Almost. But they killed his push thanks to Del Rio and Triple H and Nash. But that atmosphere was absolutely electric. It is Lord is the best match of the PG era.
Let's get to the match.
And the match is fantastic. Actual wrestling at the beginning of the match. They went back and forth. The sequences between the two men, fantastic. Everything about it was a great match. I don't understand. Cena hit every move in his arsenal. Every single move. And he did a gut wrench. I never seen Cena do a gut wrench that night.
It was a good wrestling match.
Fantastic. Not good. Okay, they went 33. The match came on at 10 o'clock at night. On the dot. 10 o'clock, Jamal. And they didn't get tired. They kept going.
The fact that Undertaker and Triple H, that they stole the show at WrestleMania was crazy. The fact that they when I say the craziest match, it was the craziest match.
Because I'm talking about best. Not crazy.
You know what I saw in that Undertaker and Triple H match? You know what I saw from the John Cena and CM Punk match?
What?
I saw a PG era match. You know what I saw with Undertaker and Triple H? I saw an Attitude era match. That's why that was my favorite match.
Cause you saw Attitude. You're still living in the past. When I saw in that match, I saw the past trying to take over. They took over Miz and Cena, Rose and Mysterio, Del Rio and Edge. All those guys, the 3 young guys, deserve their time. And Wade Barrett got his spot out of that because Triple H and Undertaker felt like they need to wrestle.
Also, Wade Barrett and Undertaker.
I would love to see that. At least Wade Barrett would have got a push.
I would like to see
it. He'd been world champion in 2011.
I would like to see it, but not at WrestleMania. He's not ready.
Randy Orton wasn't ready when he fought him. Batista wasn't ready. Nobody's ready to
Randy Orton was more ready than Wade Barrett. He was more ready.
Because he has one more title. He had one more title under his grasp.
I get it.
No.
Wade Barrett.
Wade
Barrett is not.
For me, Undertaker and Triple H, the Randy Orton Christian match at SummerSlam, the SummerSlam, the No Holds Barred match was better than Triple H and Undertaker. For me. Because the culmination of a feud. These guys fought 5. That's their 5th match. Undertaker and Triple H for me, this doesn't. I'm sorry, it was a good match. Don't get me wrong, but the fact he kicked out so many moves makes it hard to watch.
That's what made it exciting.
No, it makes it too much.
Too much.
Cena Punk got 2 attitude adjustments. All right, 2 was fine. If he kicked out one more, it lost its value to me.
Oh man,
I know wrestling's scripted, it's fake, whatever.
The match didn't have the dead point with John Laurinaitis and maybe.
It didn't have. It wasn't. It was
dead point.
Jamal.
The crowd got a little quiet.
The crowd never got quiet.
I mean, it wasn't silent.
I watched that match 20 times.
They wasn't silent, but it simmered down.
Yeah.
That was the point where the match broke down, and then
Jamal
Punk hits him.
Jamal now
goes in the ring, and then they pick back up. But I felt like Undertaker and Triple H match didn't have you
they have at that point. They were tired all the time. They just laying around the ring.
They went through tables.
Because they're 40 years old, each of them. They can't move. Cena and Punk kept going at it. They actually wrestled.
There's a difference between a wrestling match and a match.
A wrestling match and a
match. You said best match. That was the best match.
And plus,
you had the streak on the line. Come on.
It was the entire future of WWE was on the line in the Punk and Cena match. So what's more important, WWE in general or the streak? Because without WWE in general, the streak wouldn't exist.
The streak.
You lost.
The streak.
The WWE is more important because with WWE we own business today.
The streak.
The streak's over.
The streak.
The streak is not important.
The streak.
They showed it's not important by having them face Triple H again.
WrestleMania, Money in the Bank. WrestleMania, Money in the Bank.
Okay, I'm not talking about pay-per-views. I'm talking about what's more important, the WWE in general or the streak. Without the WWE, there is no streak. There is no WrestleMania. There's nothing to look forward to in April.
But that has nothing to do with the match.
That's
the storyline. That's the storyline.
That was on the line. The streak's on the line. That's a storyline. He's not really beating these guys, Jamal.
Next.
No, you lost.
It's not. You lost. Yeah, the people know who won this.
You lost. So you're
people
going
know. Everybody knows how good the Undertaker and Triple H match was. Nobody expected them to do what they did.
Yeah,
so,
I did.
I mean,
that was the match I wanted to see at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but nobody knew it
wasn't the best match.
Good.
It wasn't the best match at WrestleMania, but
I don't know which was better than that.
I thought the Rhodes and Mysterio match because it was solid. It was solid.
The second match was better.
The Rhodes and Mysterio match at WrestleMania for me because it was this defining moment.
Yeah, but I think the Extreme Rules match was better.
No, because first of all, that whole pay-per-view was good, but it held down for one reason: too many damn faces won,
and too many rematches.
Yeah, but I guess that's for every pay-per-view. So you're going with Triple H and Undertaker for what reason? Before we end this,
again, everything in that match was pretty much shocking to me. What they did. I mean, yeah, we saw Cena wrestle, but and of course the crowd I think played a big factor. But again, that point when Laurinaitis came out, it threw it off a little bit. So
I'm sorry, 30 seconds threw the whole match out, but Triple H and Undertaker on the ground for 2 minutes, tired.
I mean, yeah, you go. I mean, throw me through a table. I might not get up for 10 minutes. I just thought that match kicking out of all of them finishers, man. I thought that was a better match.
We're done yet. Alright, well.
The way it ended, the way it ended, I give it to them.
Alright, well, I'm picking CM Punk and John Cena. One, for Money in the Bank, because of the straight wrestling ability of both superstars in that match. The fact that Cena was pushed to his limit, Punk was pushed to his limit. The length of the match was insane. The ending was fantastic. The whole storyline was great. You're not gonna find a better match in 2011. But you guys decide which match is better, and I'm pretty sure the internet's gonna agree. CM Punk and John Cena. I'm just saying what the internet's gonna think, but
we all know what the Attitude Era is all about.
But we're not living in the Attitude Era anymore, Jamal.
We saw history.
We're not living in the Attitude Era anymore.
We saw history in that match.
Yeah, it's over. They're not coming back. That's what we saw. We saw that's the last couple matches, and if we see it again this year, I'm gonna be disappointed. And there's no way it's gonna be a good match. I don't care.
It won't top the last one.
There's no way if it gets Shawn Michaels, I don't care. But the match I want to see at WrestleMania.
I don't want to see it neither.
Is if Jericho comes back tomorrow, and we get Jericho and Punk.
No,
The Rock and Cena. I want to see it, but I'm not into the wrestling. It's
coming back.
You think so? No, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Alright, our next topic is the biggest disappointments in WWE this year. And I'm going to go first on this one because there was a lot of bad things WWE did this year. How they treated Del Rio, first of all. We'll talk about that. How Del Rio was pushed to the moon. He was I don't think there's a wrestler who pushed like him since like Angle or Lesnar in their rookie years. But they constantly dropped the ball with him. There was talks of doing I think Kofi Kingston was Intercontinental Champion around that time. They're talking about having Del Rio win the Intercontinental title, face the World Champion, be a double title match. But that never culminated. They never did anything with it. So, what else was bad in there? Oh wait, what else?
I'm just listening. This is funny.
You didn't think that was disappointing? Did Del Rio have to wait until August to finally win a world title?
No, that was a big disappointment. But I just want to see what else you want to say.
Well, if you already know I'm gonna say. You read my blog.
I mean, well, I don't remember it. I read it, but
definitely a big disappointment this year was The Rock and WrestleMania.
This guy's funny.
Wait. Let me kind of explain why. The Rock return in February was great. I won it crazy. But he took too much time from WrestleMania. He took the first 20 minutes of WrestleMania. That 20 minutes could have put into the Miz-Cena match, the Road to Mysterio match, or even Undertaker Triple H match. And The Rock's a fraud to me. I'll never leave again. But he's only on one Raw before Survivor Series. His first match back 7 years.
This in a Rock.
Fraud.
This in a Rock.
I'm on Team C Nation for WrestleMania. 3 months away, guys. But the single biggest disappointment that they did this year was the whole conspiracy storyline. Because, for one reason, that could have changed the era. That could have changed this whole era of professional wrestling for WWE. They were going in the right direction. You know, you got Punk beating Cena. Punk coming back. Now, they're not at SummerSlam. You remember, Cena could turn heel. Triple H could turn heel. Punk can go back to heel. There were so many possibilities. And what they do, I'm happy for Del Rio, don't get me wrong. Del Rio won the championship. Kevin Nash came back, and then that fell off. And Triple H and CM Punk teamed up. And they never found out who was behind it all. Who lowered the cell for Miz's Truth in Hell in a Cell? Who's on ice? Keep texting. They never revealed that. Maybe they'll reveal that tomorrow, or maybe the conspiracy storyline will start up again. But for right now, January 1st, 2012. That's a disappointment because it could have changed the era that we're in my opinion. There you go.
I agree with everything you said, but as a wrestling fan, you missed something.
What's up?
You missed something that the Attitude Era had.
What?
My biggest disappointments, Del Rio definitely kept getting screwed over. The conspiracy storyline did just die out of nowhere. And you mentioned
you didn't like The Rock thing I said.
The Rock at WrestleMania wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But to me, the biggest disappointment in WWE, something that wasn't an issue back then, is the tag team division. I don't care less. I mean, but I do.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think the reason why the Attitude Era was so good was because there were a lot of tag teams and a lot of good tag team matches.
No.
I think that they're focusing too much on singles, wrestlers than the tag team division. I mean,
who'd they use the tag division?
Air Boom as the champions. No, it's not cutting it. What happened to the Edge and Christians and the Dudleys and the Hardys? We need those back. So I felt like they definitely dropped the ball with the tag team division. And also the Divas division.
Okay, well, what can they do?
There's a lot they could do.
For tag division, what can they do?
For the tag division?
Yes.
They was on the ball with Miz and Truth, but that's gone. They could form teams for people that's not getting pushed in the singles competition. Drew McIntyre,
who we team up
Ted
with?
DiBiase.
Who we team up with?
Them two could be a tag team.
Well, he on face. Once he wants face.
Well, they can turn one of them. I mean,
that won't be able to do a tag team, Jamal.
Wow. I'm just saying. And neither to me Miz and Truth was when it first happened, because they're totally different.
They have a good gimmick together. That was a fantastic. As soon as they announced that,
gimmicks are opposite though.
Of course it is. That's what works.
But
DiBiase and McIntyre do not fit one bit.
Well,
I mean,
but
I can see it. I can see it. But not for.
I'm just saying.
You want to put McIntyre with anybody?
People at least put them in the tag team division. If you put them in something.
If you want to put McIntyre with anybody, put him in Regal. You put him in Sheamus. Somebody matches.
William Regal. Oh my goodness.
You don't like William Regal?
No.
He's the one. He's like the greatest professional wrestler they have.
No.
Okay. Jamal, your homework assignment is to watch Daniel Bryan versus William Regal.
William Regal. No.
So your biggest disappointment is the tag division.
I mean, I said that's one. I thought that was one. The Divas division is another.
How they fix that one? They have no good wrestling divas.
What?
They don't.
Beth Phoenix is good.
I'm not counting now.
Champion.
I'm not counting the ones that are obvious, like Beth Phoenix and Natalya.
Oh,
how you gonna fix Kelly?
Natalya is pretty much in the doghouse. Alicia Fox is beating her. That's not good.
Kelly and Eve beat Natalya every week.
Well, Eve is a good wrestler, so I wouldn't put Eve in it. I wouldn't put Eve in it. But I think the Divas division should be. I mean, that's a.
How would you revamp it though? What would you do? We gotta wait for Karma first of all, so we can get the Karma Beth Phoenix.
All right, that'll help. But what you do is on Thursday night.
You watch TNA.
9 o'clock. See how TNA does the knockout division and try and build off that because they know how to do it.
Yeah, because they have able women.
Stop focusing so much on sex appeal and focus on the in-ring skills with these divas. But you
really care? Is that something that's going to help WWE?
Yeah, because if they not going to put on good matches, I don't want to see them.
Too sure.
So something's got to get done with that in the tag team division.
You always want to see good matches though. Period.
What's another disappointment? Again, Zack Ryder getting pushed because of people and CM Punk standing up. Before CM Punk said anything, Zack Ryder was a nobody. But now CM Punk says something because he put W on the map. Now they give him a push. And then, I mean, because he was doing these shows before and they wasn't giving him a push. But as soon as CM Punk says something, out of nowhere, he got a push. Now Cena's co-signing and Mick Foley. I just think, man, at the end of the day, Dolph Ziggler, he did it. He earned it.
The U.S. title?
He earned the U.S. title.
Do you remember how he got his shot?
Well, his U.S. title? It don't matter how he got it. I mean, he wrestled. I mean, he worked from the bottom, went to the top. The Miz went from the bottom to the top. That's how you should earn it. Start down.
He did start the bottom.
Yeah, start down.
He did start the bottom.
Yeah, the Miz. Start low. Start low.
Minor.
No. But it's how he got to the top is what bugs me. How he got to the top.
Because the fans liked him.
I mean, but that's not really.
I guess Austin didn't get pushed because the fans liked him.
That's not really it. I mean, the fans, of course, if the fans like you, you're gonna get a push.
Okay, what are you complaining about?
No, because that's not. If you notice, he did
the internet.
If you notice, he did them internet things and blogs.
Yeah, it's like 30 episodes.
Yeah, I know. And he still didn't get a push. You know that, right?
Yeah, I understand that, Jamal.
But when CM Punk said something, the whole thing about change and all that.
So you're annoyed by CM Punk's backstage powers. It's what I'm listening to.
Well, you basically said it better than I could have. You proved my point. You really proved my point. He proved it.
That's what you don't like.
He proved it.
I'm helping you because you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You just proved it.
So you don't like CM Punk's backstage powers?
When it comes to Zack Ryder, no.
Why?
I'm pretty sure he was behind Beth Phoenix too. But I mean,
they're not going out anymore. Mm-hmm. They're not going out anymore.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard about that. So she'll lose the belt soon. Alicia Fox, watch out. She's next in line.
Alright, well, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, CM Punk has influence now. He helped WWE get some of their interest back, and they're not losing it.
Now, another disappointment.
Where's your top one at? Mm-hmm. Where's your top disappointment?
I'm not really going in order. I'm just naming some. If I had to pick, all right, let me name some more because I got some more. Another one.
Man, you must hate the day this year, huh?
Another one. Here's the curveball. Cody Rhodes.
You disappointed?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why Cody Rhodes is disappointment? Not Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is a disappointment.
Not Cody Rhodes.
But
he was the best superstar.
It's not. You know what? No.
I don't say Cody
It's
Rhodes.
really WWE. It's not really Cody Rhodes.
Why?
Cody Rhodes has had a breakout year. The fact, the things that he did. The fact, I mean, what wrestler you know can do 3 gimmicks? What wrestler you know can put on the matches he put on?
That's what I'm saying. So what's the disappointment?
But the fact that he isn't, I mean, he's been doing this all year.
But he didn't get a world title shot.
But the fact that he isn't a world title contender.
You know what it's called? It's called pushing. It's called waiting. It's called seeing how he acts in big opportunities.
But he's been in the business for a long time. That's something people don't realize. He was in Legacy. He's won
nobody thought he was going to make
multiple tag team champions. I felt like really after the Orton feud, I thought he was there.
You didn't think DiBiase was going to be the one to get pushed?
When Legacy started?
When Legacy split.
When Legacy split?
Because DiBiase
over Rhodes, yeah. Over Rhodes, yeah. But I felt like after the Orton push, he was going to get that title shot. And then Mark Henry comes out? Mark Henry?
Well, it's called building somebody. It's called building. It's called getting them used to him.
But again,
you just can't throw Rhodes to the title picture without nobody knowing him.
He feuded with the face of SmackDown.
Now, in October.
He feuded
in October.
Nobody didn't know Del Rio when he got a title shot.
That's true.
I mean,
well, Del Rio beat on his first night, beat Rey Mysterio. Rose can't say that.
Okay.
I mean, Rose did.
I take.
But don't wait. Don't get me wrong. Rose did beat Mysterio in his first big match.
Cause I got something for them. Yeah, I give you that.
Well, I'm saying, like, he's got to be. That's called a consistent push here. Like he.
But when I say biggest disappointment, Cody Rhodes, I don't mean Cody Rhodes.
Really, means how they booked him.
Really, how WWE used them. To me, I think he should be a contender.
He beat Mysterio on pay-per-view. He retained his title a couple times. He was on the surviving team, and he beat Booker T.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like
also Orton, but I mean, it was a good performance.
After you face Orton, I really thought he was going to get a title push. I really did.
Well, look,
and I feel that nobody else in SmackDown at that time was deserving. I felt at the time wasn't. Maybe Sheamus, but
Sheamus is falling off.
Yeah, bad.
Any other disappointments?
Like I said, I agreed with Del Rio, and I agreed with everything you said. I'm trying to think of another disappointment.
I'll tell you one that I didn't talk about.
Alright.
How they bounced the WWE title around this year. You know how let's start of the year, Miz was champion. He was champion for 4 months, and Cena carried the title for 3 months. Then Punk won it, and all hell broke loose. Punk won it, left the company. Mysterio won it, then Cena won it. Then Punk won it, then Del Rio won it. Then Cena won it, then Del Rio won it, then Punk won it.
That didn't bother me that much. I mean, it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. It got moved a little too much. But I mean, I don't like seeing.
What about legacy though? In the WWE championships, like, it doesn't bother you also that Christian had a 2-day reign and a 28-day reign?
Like I said, it was. They did it too much. They did it too much. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to certain people as champion, unless you that person I really like, I don't like seeing a person have it for a year or 8 months. Unless you really have like a good gimmick and you really draw a lot of heat or a lot of like cheers from the fans. No, move it. But yeah, like, the Christian thing was sad.
And then Cena has this thanks to this year. He has 10 WWE title reigns. 10. You can't keep bouncing that title around. You can't keep bouncing that title around like that. Because if he keeps doing that, Cena's gonna break his record next year.
Yeah, like it was too much, but that didn't really.
It's a huge disappointment, especially how they started the year off. Because there were only 2 WWE champions come July. 2. So I didn't like that because I thought, first of all, I think Del Rio was much better. I was okay with CM Punk losing the title to Del Rio because it made sense. Because CM Punk didn't need the title to make WWE interesting at the time. And second of all, Del Rio deserved that. I'm thinking how they did Del Rio dirty because Drayton's dropped and gave Cena the championship. I think Del Rio should have held the title from SummerSlam and Survivor Series. That way, he got at least 3-month reign, like Mark Henry did.
Ratings talk.
Ratings do talk. I mean, but
fans
you don't strip a title. But you don't take the title of somebody. Like if they want to do that, then Punk should have been champion right now, Daniel Bryan or Ryder, because they got horrible ratings. You can't punish one and not punish them all.
That's gonna save my argument for later, but let's just.
All right. So what was the biggest disappointment for you?
Biggest, if I had to pick one.
I already told you mine is the conspiracy storyline because I thought
that was number one.
Because I thought that could change professional wrestling for WWE. That could have changed that era. We could have saw the formation of NWO. We could have saw a heel Cena there. We could have saw CM Punk change WWE. Could have brought some Ring of Honor people in. There were so many things they could have done with that conspiracy storyline, especially with the Rock involved too. They could have did that big 5-on-5 match, like CM Punk and his Ring of Honor people versus Cena and Rock and Triple H and Undertaker or Randy Orton and all these big guys, but they didn't, and we just got that crappy tag team main event. So I mean,
good point.
So that's I didn't really tip it on my blog because I didn't want to give it all away, but that match could have been something. That could have been something special. I mean, you still could have had the WWE title match. You still could have had a world title match. Big Show, Mark Henry didn't have to be involved, or you could have had Ziggler. You could have had Miz and somebody else on Raw.
I'm gonna just go with that. That's a good one, but I'm gonna stick with what I said the first time. I think the tag team division, because guys like Drew McIntyre, if you're not, you can't just have these guys standing there. Like, use them for the tag team division, build them up that way. Like how most of us will start. They start off. Some start off tag teams. Some, put McIntyre in a tag team match. Put Tyler Rex. Put Tyson Kidd. Put these guys. Tyson Kidd. Put these guys in a match in the tag team division and try and build it with those dudes instead of having them not doing anything. Gabriel, Heath Ledger. Heath Slater.
Heath Ledger.
I can keep going on and on. So I think it's the tag team division.
Okay. Well, once again,
wasted talent that could be used in the tag team division.
Okay. Now this next one is definitely gonna be a pain because this is like the fan moment for both of us. Like what was for me, or let me say the topic. It's the best moment of the year for us.
Okay.
And this is more like
topic.
This is like more of fan things. Like we can't really debate about this technically because we both like different wrestlers, don't we, Jamal? I love CM Punk. He doesn't. Yeah. Stuff like that. And so like moments for me like this year was like when Money in the Bank in general was fantastic. Both winners, even though Del Rio was the more contender for the WWE title, he won a Money in the Bank, whatever. But Daniel Bryan really winning the title was something special. Ryder winning the U.S. title because I watched the kid get his push. Wade Barrett's resurrection was fantastic to see because I'm a huge Wade Barrett fan. And Ziggler won his first world title even though it was only for 11 minutes. And of course, my top moment of the year is the Miz defeating John Cena at WrestleMania. So moments like that made 2011 for me, especially Miz being a Cena. I'll never forget that. They were all so mad. Cause I had to pick him to win, and what happened? Pinned him 1, 2, 3. But what were some moments in this year, Jamal, that made you be proud to be a WWE fan?
We just heard it from Marcus Stevens. He based his moments on matches and the mix with storylines, right?
That's what you read my blog right here.
That's what you said. You had a big moment, Daniel Bryan being champion, and when it comes to moments with me, I look more on the storyline standpoint. Okay. You didn't mention The Rock and Cena. The Rock challenging Cena.
I did on my blog.
Well, that should be number one.
Not for
because that was a match that I've always wanted for the past 3 years.
Of course, a match I want to see, but
when they started talking bad about each other and the fact that it's happening.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Two icons. It's 2 generations.
Well, another thing about this match, as somebody pointed this out, when Rock and Hogan did it, Hogan was in his prime, but he was dwindling down. This match is between 2 superstars who are 8 years apart. 8 years apart, Jamal. I'm excited, but it's like now that we're getting closer and closer to it, I'm getting more and more skeptical of the match. So I'm excited for it, but it's not my moment of the year. Especially how for you,
I think so. And the fact that what they trying to do with Cena might be the bad guy going into this match. I think that's just gonna make it better. And there's a rumor going around. Tell me, is it true, my friend? They saying Cena might get the title again.
I heard that. But look, see, that's gonna be determined tomorrow. I mean, it depends who comes back. If Jericho comes back, there's no way Punk and Jericho are going to face for the title.
I hope so.
Rock and Cena don't need the championship. They're going to main event regardless.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I can't say it for sure. They didn't do it for Rock and Hogan.
I agree. I don't think they need a title shot, a title match, because to
me
that's going to give it too much.
They're
going to give it away. But if they do, then
John Cena's not losing back-to-back WrestleManias either.
No.
Tell you right now, it's not gonna happen.
I don't know. I'm rooting for The Rock, but it ain't looking.
Oh, I forgot. How can I forget this moment? Punk's work shoot was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you didn't like see a Punk, what he said that night was groundbreaking.
I was gonna mention
it was changing. I mean, that's my number 2, only because I'm sorry. There's no getting better than beating Superman John Cena at the company's top pay-per-view in the main event. Don't care how he did it. He pinned him 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
That's number 2 of mine. I was about. My man, you just said that because I was about to say you forgot. You almost forgot that one. Yeah, the CM Punk shoot was crazy. He made WWE relevant again. When you go on WWE and you see when the show's on and it's so annoying now because you see. Trending right now, that's CM Punk. CM Punk made that happen. You know, when he did that shoot, I thought it was real. I had
WWE exploded.
I had people on Facebook that don't even watch wrestling,
but asked you about it,
asking me, "Yo, Jamal, you still watch wrestling?" I said, "Yeah, yo, was that real?" I mean, what he did, and the fact that what made it so good was that it was true.
No.
What he said, everybody wanted to say. That's what everybody was thinking about Cena. The fact, like everything he was saying about how Vince was and how he felt, how he was
getting real. It was too real.
It was too
like
real.
I said,
So,
Punk blurred the lines between reality and scripted television during that, and it was fantastic. I'll never forget that feeling because
even though he didn't come through with everything he's been saying, I agree that was big. For that night, I was standing up, clapping the whole time. Like this guy is preaching right now. Like this guy is killing. But you forgot number 3.
Another moment. Let's see if I
got number 3.
All right, let's see if it's on the block. Right here.
And I don't think this was on your. I don't think so.
All right,
but I don't remember it. But you forgot the fact when Triple H took over as CEO.
I did not put it on because you know why? Because I didn't care. Because they missed a storyline though.
The fact that Vince McMahon lost his job.
They missed a storyline though, so I don't care anymore.
That was passing of the torch. That was a big moment in WWE.
Guess what? He lost his job, so.
At the time, when it first happened,
it was a big moment.
That's when the conspiracy was high when it first happened. So to me, that was a big.
Didn't
moment.
capitalize on it. Maybe tomorrow.
They didn't capitalize on it, but at that time, that was a big moment. I was shocked when I saw that. I was shocked. I
actually did forgot about the whole
Vince crying and I love you, Pop, like that.
I completely forgot about that. That was back.
That was a big shocker, but yeah, without a doubt, nobody's talking about the conspiracy right now. I don't know where.
I don't know why. You just dropped the ball. So that's your best. So your best moment was Rock and Cena being announced.
Yeah.
Okay, and for me, it's the Miz pin Cena. So
I'm trying to think, and that's all I can really think of here. So.
Let me see some more I had listed on here. I put Cena's attitude adjustment on The Rock was pretty monumental. Rhodes having a great year. Del Rio winning the Rumble because Jamal and I were. Punk was my number 1 guy to win. I want to let everybody know I've been a CM Punk fan since ECW.
I knew Del Rio had it.
Since ECW's, and when he came at number 1, I was skeptic that he was going to win, but I still picked him number 1. And Del Rio was my number 2 guy.
I knew that.
And it was good seeing him win. I hope we get another shotgun victory like this, like either Rhodes or Bear or Ziggler. I pretty called Del Rio. Or Miz even.
I called Del Rio when he interrupted Shawn Michaels. I knew they was pushing that guy because they wouldn't have anybody interrupt Shawn Michaels.
Here's one we didn't talk about. I didn't talk about. Go ahead, keep going.
I knew then he was going to win, and plus he kept talking about destiny and how he was going to win the Royal Rumble. Nobody else was talking about the Rumble, so I knew he had to win it.
This one big one we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about like the certain heel face turns this year, like how career defining they were. Christian from face to heel, Henry from face to heel, and Sheamus from heel to face. Some of these Sheamus is at probably one of his biggest parts of his career. Mark Henry got a 90-day title reign as world champion, and Christian had second top feud for me, second top feud of the year. So these turns were fantastic. I hope he sees it more. We'll talk about seeing the heel turn later, obviously, because that's the heel turn we all want to see. But anything else on that one before we get to this next big topic?
As far as what, heel turn?
Heel turn, anything other moments?
Well, I thought the R-Truth from face to
heel.
heel.
I forgot about R-Truth. Yeah,
that was big.
Truth.
So, and that's a guy. I'm gonna say that for later, but that's a guy that was a shocker the way he turned and how he did it. So I say
the whole little Jimmy thing. I hope he doesn't turn back face, but I hope if he does, keep his gimmick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I think Punk lost his gimmick.
Like I said, if he comes back, he's gonna still be like the crazy R-Truth, but more funnier to the fans like him. But he'll still be the same. Yeah. Even he has asleep.
I'm about to say, let me think.
No, I wasn't asleep. I was on my headphones from my
let me just tell you right now, we got Bubby right here, everybody. Say we have a little Bubby. Bubby has headphones in, and he just asked us what happened to Drew McIntyre. So,
and I've been mentioning him this whole video.
So we want McIntyre. But here's the big one, Jamal. One of the first big one that we're probably going to have a big debate about. The breakout star of the year. The young guy. I was going to put Del Rio here, but I think Del Rio's accomplishments.
Sin Cara.
I forgot. Oh, biggest disappointments. How did we forget about Sin Cara and biggest disappointments?
The Sin Cara feud.
How did we forget? Sin Cara. That's actually probably the biggest disappointment.
Where's match?
Well, well, he must be.
We forgot we botched.
Well, he's that bad. I
forgot about him.
I mean, he is hurt, so I just
forgot about him.
He's hurt.
Whatever. So. But breakout star of the year. I was gonna put, like I said, Del Rio on here, but I think Del Rio, even though I think he has breakout in 2010. A little bit. Even though he went on the accomplishments, I put him on superstar of the year, so you'll see him later. But all right, superstar, breakout star of the year. Somebody who was a young guy that came up, and 2012 is going to be a top superstar. My breakout star of the year last year was I think I picked Barrett the Miz, and look where both of they are at. And,
I'll give the Miz. Barrett. So
yeah, I thought. Well, yeah, remember Barrett guys. Okay, forget it. So who you picking for the breakout star of the year for 2011? I think I already know you picking. So only one person. We're not gonna name people. There's one, and we're gonna go at it.
Dolph Ziggler.
And I'm going to pick, of course, Cody Rhodes. Why Dolph Ziggler?
I mean, he has. First of all, he's held the U.S. title probably longer than anybody
in recent history. Not longer than anybody.
Like, Ziggler was a real good U.S. champion. His matches were 5-star matches.
They were, but he wasn't a good U.S. champion. He was average at best.
How many?
He didn't defend it as much.
He didn't defend it as much.
But no champion really does. No mid-card champion does.
What wrestler in any company has done 2 pay-per-views
double
duty, 2 matches and 2 pay-per-views? So the fact that his matches are watchable, I mean, he's one of the superstars that was in the most watched matches this year. So yes. Dolph Ziggler is definitely he's superstar of the year. And after you say something, I'm gonna counter. So what makes Cody Rhodes?
What could make Cody Rhodes superstar of the year is breakout star of the year. Excuse me. Dolph Ziggler had a fantastic year. Don't get me wrong. Dolph Ziggler. It's gonna be a hard comparison. He reminds me a lot of Shawn Michaels. How he puts on fantastic matches with everybody he's part of. But the thing about Ziggler, he wasn't relevant all year. January, February. What do you did? You remember what his match at WrestleMania was?
Oh man, I give you that.
Dolph Ziggler fell off a little bit. Rhodes stayed, even though he wasn't on pay-per-views. Rhodes stayed relevant all of 2011. He may not have been a household name in January of last year, but he's a household name now. He's facing Booker T on SmackDown. That alone, he's relevant. He started this year feud with Mysterio, then he feud with Sin Cara and Daniel Bryan, then he got an Intercontinental Championship feud with DiBiase, then he got his big time feud with Orton. Now he's back with Booker T.
Cody Rhodes is number 2, and here's why.
Okay.
First of all, because of Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler draws more heat from the crowd than Cody Rhodes does. So, that's big.
And to counter that, though that happens, but Rose got a much bigger reaction than Ziggler at Survivor Series. Remember that?
True.
So the fans obviously are behind Rhodes.
And another reason is Dolph Ziggler has beaten
more world champions,
more established wrestlers than Cody has. Cody hasn't really beaten anybody.
The only person he really beat is Rhodes. Well, Rhodes and Booker too.
Yeah, so
Ziggler
has beaten Punk, Randy Orton.
That's about it. Who else?
He's
That's about it too. So it's 2-2.
No, Edge.
He didn't beat Edge.
You remember when he won the title?
Forfeited. He never beat Edge. He didn't beat Edge. He didn't beat him. You can check it. They stripped him of the title. He won it, then he lost it right back. He did not beat Edge in their feud.
Well, so we're not counting Edge. Cool.
He didn't beat him. It's 2-2.
And
Orton Punk and Orton Booker T.
But Orton Punk is much better than didn't he beat? No, he didn't.
Nobody, and neither one of these guys beat Cena yet.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my Ziggler and Cena feud. That's coming up in 2012. I really want to see that feud. So it's 2-2. They both beat two former I guess what it breaks down to who's better, Booker T and Orton, or Orton and CM Punk.
Orton and CM Punk.
So now you're on the CM Punk bandwagon.
I'm not. I don't like him. He is better.
No. Bandwagon jumper.
Oh my goodness, because Booker T is better than CM Punk. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I never said CM Punk was a bad. I never said CM Punk is a bad wrestler. I just think he's a phony. I don't think he's a bad wrestler. I like CM Punk, but I don't think he's a bad wrestler, but he's a phony.
He's a face.
CM Punk, yeah. You can't CM Punk as a fan? Yeah, he's famous. He's way over. He's a goody two show.
When did that happen?
After that whole August, September.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. But
I think Dolph Ziggler matches are more memorable. It's more memorable than Cody Rhodes matches. But Cody Rhodes, it was tough. But the only reason I picked, I don't know, man. It's real close. It's close. But
I mean, the only thing Dolph Ziggler does have over Rhodes is he held 3 different titles this year. Rhodes only held 1.
That's it.
Rhodes, remember, Ziggler started the year as Intercontinental Champion.
I forget that.
Became World Champion for 11 minutes. Yeah. You look in the record book, it's still a title reign. It had the U.S. title for 6 months. So he did have, just like Rhodes had 3 different gimmicks, Ziggler had 3 different titles. But I mean, it's really a toss-up. But
I will say, Cody Rhodes' promos have been
exactly
the best. His mic work is excellent, but it's so sad the fans don't really
understand him. Really,
they don't really draw to him like that. But it'll get better eventually.
And Ziggler didn't have the Guerrero. I don't know if he would draw heat. I mean, he's coming of his own now.
He's coming up now, but yeah, it took him long enough.
Yeah, you can thank Zack Ryder for that, because if it wasn't for Zack Ryder's web show, he wouldn't have found his own character.
Zack Ryder has a web show.
That's why he got so big, popular.
So,
I mean, it's a toss up, but I mean, you can't deny both of them had fantastic years.
We're gonna later talk about breakout for this year.
What, for 2012?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got that's down the line.
Yes.
I think
I'm gonna throw a curve. I'm gonna throw a shocker.
Okay. I want to hear that one, but breakout star, yeah, exactly. Breakout star, you got Ziggler and Rhodes. I mean, I can't really dispute Ziggler, and can you tell you the truth? Can't really dispute Rhodes.
I tried my best to put up an argument. So.
But once again, Rhodes is relevant, but Ziggler won more titles, and Ziggler's getting a title shot on Raw.
Exactly.
So I mean,
Cody Rhodes ain't getting no title. Exactly. Cody Rhodes ain't getting one yet.
Not yet.
And that's where WWE messed up. But
I mean, it's really a toss up. But definitely we can agree between those two though.
Yeah.
So this next one is gonna be I don't know if it's gonna be kind of short, but pay per view of the year. And go ahead, Jamal. You go first. What do you think of the pay per view that really stood out to you as that was the top, the bee's knees?
I'm gonna go with the pay per view that I mentioned earlier, Extreme Rules.
Okay. I mean,
I thought every match was solid, was good.
Except for one.
What was the one?
Swagger and Miracle versus Dollar.
Minus that match, I thought every match was good. When people say, talk about Extreme Rules, they say Extreme Rules was good.
Yeah, it was. It was better than WrestleMania. So that's saying something. WrestleMania.
Exactly.
So
now I'm gonna test you, but I want to hear yours.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. It's really between 2 for me. it's between the summer pay-per-views, between Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. Because Money in the Bank had Raw's was short, but both Money in the Bank matches was good. Both World Title matches were fantastic. Well, excuse me, one was good, one was fantastic. And SummerSlam had a card that was top to bottom great. There was no dead spots in the whole pay-per-view. I can name the whole pay-per-view. The six-man tag match, the Mark Henry Sheamus match, the Divas match, the fantastic but underrated Baird and Bryan match, the No Holds Barred match, and the WWE match. Top to bottom, and it was shocking. At the end, I mean, it was shocking when you were to be Christian.
And you said Money in the Bank.
I'm still saying Money in the Bank, but I give more praise to SummerSlam. Christian was world champion.
So you had to pick Money in the Bank and SummerSlam.
I picked Money in the Bank only for one reason: is because of the main event. The main event,
and that's why it's not the best pay-per-view.
Because it was a one-match pay-per-view.
When people think of Money in the Bank, they think of CM Punk and Cena.
One-match pay-per-view.
So Money in the Bank,
your argument.
It was just one match that really stuck out.
But
now SummerSlam, I'll give you that. I'll give you SummerSlam. I didn't think that was better than Extreme
Another reason Money in the Bank, and I counter that. Money in the Bank was the pay-per-view that you could see WWE was beginning to change.
Yeah, but
Daniel Bryan. No, that Money in the Bank was fantastic too.
But that's not what made it change though. You talk. Can
you name all the matches from Extreme Rules? Can you name all the matches from Extreme Rules?
Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio. You mentioned the Swagger and the Michael Cole.
You see him win on the match.
Jerry Lawler and no, I'm going.
I'm sorry, that was a weak.
Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Then you got Randy Orton and CM Punk.
What match you have?
It was Last Man Standing. Then you got Miz, Cena, and John Morrison. Right? It was John Morrison, the Triple Threat Steel Cage. You had
We're at the World Title match.
I'm trying. Alright, you had that. I'm trying to get
the World Title match.
The World Title match. You had. I know. I remember now. I know. I just had to think. It was Del Rio. It was Christian, right? It was Christian. Yeah, it was Christian and. It was Christian and Del Rio in a ladder match. It was Christian and Del Rio.
That's all you're thinking of.
I mean, well, it was. I don't know. But
pay-per-view of the year should be memorable. You shouldn't have to think about it. If it's your pay-per-view of the year, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. Actually, I'm gonna change that. SummerSlam.
It was a lot of good pay-per-views.
I'm changing that. No, SummerSlam. I'm changing that. Because now you think about it, SummerSlam was a much better card than Money in the Bank. Because top to bottom, it was wrestling. Kelly and Beth Phoenix put on a good match.
No.
I'm changing on the blog, so SummerSlam's #1 for me.
Yeah, and Sheamus, Kofi Kingston had a good table match in that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
That was a good match too. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Kofi Kingston and Sheamus had a good match.
But I'll give you SummerSlam, but Money in the Bank, that's not even my top probably 4.
Are you kidding me? There's only like 6 pay-per-views this year.
I wouldn't put that in there.
Alright, but I'm gonna change my vote and say SummerSlam because
Thank you.
7 if you count Ring of Honor.
it was just something. It was something I never seen. Like WWE can prove. They proved to me with all the pay-per-views that they can have good pay-per-views with a PG era, especially SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam was the best of the big ones this year. Besides, it won for me. It won #1 was SummerSlam. 2 was Royal Rumble. 3 was Survivor Series, and 4 WrestleMania. So, but SummerSlam really did their thing this year. So. All right, we talked about the best pay-per-views. Let's talk about the worst pay-per-views of the year. And I'm gonna go on a limb to say right now, the worst pay-per-view of the year was Over the Limit. Over the Limit was a one-match pay-per-view.
So you think that was the worst one?
Yeah.
Well, you took my answer. I'm gonna come up with a different one.
But the only match that there's Archer and Mysterio was on there. It was average. But the match everybody wanted to see was Orton and Christian. Yeah. They tore the show down, and then the main event was such a disgrace to all Miz fans like myself. Miz and Cena fought in a quit match. Miz and A-Rod beat down Cena for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Super Cena, cheat code, 20 seconds later, Miz quit. Worst pay-per-view of the year. And it also featured the Kiss My Foot match between Lawler and Cole. Gotta say anything else?
Yeah, I thought that was the worst one, but
I don't say much, but why are announcers feuding?
I agree.
Yeah. Good. I like Michael Cole, but yeah, Over the Limit, I agree was bad. But since you took mine, I'm gonna go and say another one I ain't like was Capital Punishment.
Capital Punishment had Ziggler and Kofi Kingston, Punk and Mysterio for the last time, and the World Title match.
Which wasn't that good.
The World Title match was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. But you can't compare it to the first one because the first one is a classic.
I mean, it was good, but
it's number 2 though.
But I would say Capital Punishment was bad because the match that I was looking forward to didn't. It was bad. The R-Truth and Cena match.
It was average, but it's because you know why? Because it's followed the same Cena antics. Cena fights, Cena fights. Then the person hits Cena, injures him. They do all the moves. Super Cena, match is over.
Yeah, I thought. Like I said, Over the Limit for me was the worst too, but you took it, so I said second was Capital.
Guess what? We're agreeing. Over the Limit sucked.
Yeah, Over the Limit sucked. But Capital Punishment wasn't that good neither.
You just had to say that. Oh, here we go. Here's the next little topic. Underrated wrestlers in WWE. And once again, I'll go first. Tyson Kidd. I watched a match with him and Daniel Bryan recently. I think it's from SmackDown earlier this year, or late in 2011. And I was amazed. Tyson Kidd is a fantastic wrestler. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, he was good.
The kid's good. I don't know why he's not getting singles wrestling. Like I was surprised they put him on Raw this past week against Ryder, and I hope that they continue that because Tyson Kidd got some ability. Tyson Kidd can be the world champion of SmackDown of a fair fight.
Yeah.
I also like Michael McGillicuddy, but he needs to change his gimmick. He's the son of Mr. Perfect. Why isn't he using that? He could be having a successful career.
They don't want to put him in that same category as Dad.
But they did the same thing with DiBiase and did the same thing with Rhodes. And all you gotta do is start with that and break out from it.
Good point.
But McGillicuddy could be successful, and he could feud with one Rhodes if he turns face or DiBiase, either one. I also like Teddy DiBiase. I thought Teddy DiBiase wasn't one to succeed over Rhodes. He pinned Orton in that Elimination Chamber match. I don't think anybody remembers that from 2010. It was 2 years ago. But obviously number one underrated wrestler is Drew McIntyre because he was a chosen one. He's the Intercontinental Champion in 2009. I believe he was. I mean, and he was on that same pay-per-view. See, nobody remembers this, but I'm a wrestling junkie. Back in Survivor Series 2009, the Miz was back when Miz was, just coming of his own. Miz captained the team with some of the future WWE. He captained the team. It was Miz, it was Swagger, Ziggler, Sheamus, and McIntyre. And Sheamus, Miz, and McIntyre were the surviving three. And the next pay-per-view, Sheamus won the WWE title, and McIntyre won the Intercontinental Championship. And that was the official pay-per-view of the youth movement, right there. And I really thought McIntyre was going to be World Champion in 2010. Didn't happen. And he has all the skills to succeed. I mean, he's got an accent, but he's got that. But foreign people always succeed in WWE.
Didn't Sheamus come out around the same time?
Exactly. So, just hit me.
No, it was an accident.
But
that was on purpose.
But he has an accent. People, like I said, foreign people succeed. Iron Sheik succeeded in WWE. Yokozuna, come on. He got the wrestling ability to Jerry. He had a great match with Morrison.
Talking
Funaki. But
Jimmy Wang
SmackDown number one.
I think Wang Yang was successful. Is he TNA?
Who?
Wang Yang.
Who?
Jimmy Wang Yang.
No, he was.
He was.
He had like a tryout match.
But McIntyre is easily my underrated wrestler of the year because the storyline, Mr. McMahon handpicked him for the storyline, and what he's doing now. He got a match on SmackDown this past week, so I'm happy. Maybe this is the revival of McIntyre, or maybe just kind of put him there so because the Rumble's coming up.
He's not dead.
Yeah, remember him. So McIntyre for me is the one. But who's your underrated wrestler, Jamal? And I think you got something up your sleeve.
Well, he already took the obvious one. So
we got the bait.
I'm gonna go to the next step. One of them is, and I know you're gonna look at me funny.
A-list Otunga.
I must talk about him, but that's not the first person I mentioned. But I'm glad you mentioned him.
Damn.
Before I mention mine, with McGillicuddy, they messed up when they gave him that name.
Yeah, I agree.
So when they did that, I already knew They messed up. Change that name and then give him that perfect push, man. But
his real name is, I think his name is what, Joe? Joe Hennon. There you go. Junior Perfect.
So change that name and then push him. But
Heath
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with this guy. Underrated.
Heath Slater. David Otunga.
Underrated.
Come on.
Which means who's not being used right now.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna go with Wade Barrett.
Why going Wade Barrett?
This is a guy that went from Raw, Dominant, Nexus, a WWE champion contender, goes to SmackDown.
Nothing. Poor. Intercontinental Championship.
Nothing. He beat Ezekiel Jackson. Lost to Ezekiel Jackson. Nothing happened. Now they're starting to give him, a little winning streak going, but I would say for this year, Wade Barrett wasn't used right when he went to SmackDown.
I agree.
So I think he went from being, no offense, but he went from being overrated to underrated. Like, when he was on Raw, he was doing this thing, but when he went to SmackDown, he just dropped.
Sad.
So the fact that you go from a WWE champion contender, I would think that if he's going to SmackDown, he was going to be a
world champion of course.
or contender.
And I would agree with you, but the only reason I didn't put him on there because of his resurgence, his resurrection.
Yeah, I'm going off the top because you already thought of Tyson Kidd and Drew McIntyre. So I'm trying to do something. I'm just trying to come up with some different people. But I would say Wade Barrett is one. I mentioned this guy earlier, the fact that Cody Rhodes hasn't got a championship match, and he's been in the business for a long time. Yeah. And I think it's just taking a little too long for a guy that did 3 gimmicks in a year. That he's held every belt is not every belt, but he's held enough, and he has a lot of experience. He was taught under Orton. I mean, it's time for him.
His dad is. So.
Yeah, it's time for him to get that push. It's time for Ted DiBiase. Ain't that what happened with Evolution when they broke up? Why couldn't it happen for Legacy members?
I agree. You couldn't put it in either, man.
So, it is Triple H, but yeah. So
how are they evolving? That sounds like regression.
Regression.
So I think Cody Rhodes is there. I'm gonna try to think of a different name. I see a little potential in Jinder Mahal. I see potential in that.
His name is Jinder.
Jinder, he's an Indian guy.
I see some potential in him. Yeah.
Who not here?
I see some potential in that guy.
He's gone for a little bit.
Yeah. So I think Jinder Mahal is.
I think Jinder Mahal. When Jinder Mahal first came in, I thought he was going to be world champion instantly. Yeah. I thought they were trying to replace Muhammad Hassan.
Oh yeah.
Who I thought was the most. I think he's the most underrated wrestler of that decade, 2000s.
Yeah. That dude was vicious.
I don't understand why. They should have used that storyline.
Yeah.
So forget UPN. Just put him on Raw. But I agree. Jinder Mahal. He had potential. I still think he can do something with him.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Daniel Bryan's world champion opens up the whole SmackDown playing field. But if you have Mark Henry champion, you're going to have the big faces take on it. With Daniel Bryan, you got Rhodes, you got Barrett, you got Orton, you got Christian, you got Sheamus, you got Mark Henry, you got Big Show, you got Jinder Mahal, maybe. You got I have a whole list of people. Slater, Gabriel.
And yeah, you already took one of my guys. You already mentioned it. David Tonga is another guy. I mean, wrestling wise, he's still got a lot of work he needs to do.
He got the look.
But he got the look, and right now he has a gimmick that is just, I love it. The Harvard, the smart lawyer gimmick, always around John Laurinaitis, who, by the way, is the most exciting man on television. I love John Laurinaitis.
He is funny. He was funny on Raw this week.
That boy is funny.
His voice killed me.
It's funny. So he's like, I miss the excitement. I'm the man that told John Morrison, and I would like to wish you your future. John Laurinaitis. So and now you're seeing David Tonga time, and he had a match not long ago with Big Show. So
I see him in Ryder. I want to see if we can do what he put.
Some look real good match at Christmas episode. So
that's another big disappointment. I should have talked about.
Sorry, D. Because
he was
you know I told you.
Don't feel bad. That Raw one too was slacking. It was slacking. Alright, so
I never talked to you about that, bro.
Talk about it. But so who's your number one? I pick McIntyre. You can pick McIntyre too.
Yeah, I pick McIntyre. Yeah. Some others.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably McIntyre.
It's McIntyre. What push?
Chosen one. I mean, this is.
Alright, here we go. This the next one. Best champion. Who's a guy in 2011 that always held a championship and
It keeps falling down.
I'm not gonna say whatever you think the best champion in the title. I'm talking about who had a good, maybe had a good reign, helped made brought prestige back to the title, stuff like that.
So what do you want me to do?
That's a good one.
You want another bone? Yeah.
Because of who this guy beat and how he did it, his character, I'm gonna have to go with the Miz.
That's my number one guy.
You about to pick him?
Yeah, he's my number one on my blog. He helped number one, the Miz.
Wow.
The Miz won.
I wouldn't put those in the second down.
I'm sorry, I just put it
We'll talk about that, but the Miz fights.
because Miz, first of all, he held the WWE Championship the longest this year, 4 months. He beat Orton, Lawler, and Cena and Morrison. He just, everybody forgot about him as WWE Champion.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I'll say it to him blue in the face. Cena lost at WrestleMania to the Miz in the main event. 1, 2, 3.
That's true.
Sorry.
And again,
champion.
I love the whole thing with the most watched, must-see champion. When he won that belt, he was on talk shows. He was everywhere. MTV. I saw that episode. I'm a real world freak. I saw when he was on there. So, nah, man. He did good. And he held it long. And the fact that he beat Cena at WrestleMania for the title is bigger than what any other champion has done this year. But I wouldn't add Dolph Ziggler.
I suppose Dolph Ziggler's number 2 because he held the US title for 6 months, and during that time he pushed somebody else.
Second would be CM Punk for me.
You got CM Punk as best champion?
Second, yeah.
He had the title for 28 days.
He's second.
I don't have him on my list because I didn't because his reign.
Because again, who he beat and how he did it, how he brought excitement back in, and when he held it,
that's a good argument.
The reactions he got.
I forgot about CM Punk.
But yeah, when it comes to length and all that, then yeah. But I just think the excitement he brought, I would put him at second. But I still want to see what he means by making it relevant again. But
I guess Jericho. He's going to make it relevant with Jericho.
I
really hope CM Punk and Ziggler come on.
See it. I hope so.
I really hope they come on at 10:20 tomorrow night because I really want them to give enough time. Because I know this is there, or even if it opens up Raw. So I hope that they I hope because I don't know because if Ziggler's not getting a title shot, if he gets a title shot tomorrow, who's Vince gonna face or who's Punk gonna face at WrestleMania? Some Royal Rumble. Jesus Christ.
Cousin's husband. Oh wait, she's dead.
I guess I'm gonna have to be Miz, or maybe you might see Cena and Punk, 3 pay-per-view.
Or Del Rio come back from injury and be more aggressive, like he said he would be.
I would want to see it.
Of course, Vince told him that.
Yeah,
he's gonna be more aggressive and.
I can't say it. So best champion this year, the Miz.
Yeah.
Fair so. Okay, easy. All right. Here's another one. Next topic is best heel.
I'm throwing a curveball on this one,
but
I want you to go first.
I'm picking the man waited 15 years to win the world championship, Mark Henry, because he was a dominant heel. That change, the draft change, made his career. Turned heel, took out Big Show and Kane, pushed Sheamus through a barricade, beat Orton cleanly twice. Bet the pay-per-views. His title reign ended horribly. Don't get me wrong, but he was injured, so I gotta go with Mark Henry. He dominated SmackDown. He was a good heel too.
For a subject coming up later, I'm gonna give you a hint on why I'm gonna win that subject.
Here we
go.
With
this, R-Truth was the best heel this year.
Okay. It's funny too.
When it comes to heels and faces and who's doing good or who's doing bad, you know about how the fans react.
Yeah.
When Mark Henry was a heel, when he turned heel and he won. Mark Henry's definitely in the top 5 in best heels.
Okay.
But after, I would say after like 3 weeks, people got tired of him. People just forgot about him. There was a kid, I know a kid that's a big fan of wrestling named Brooklyn. he never talked about Henry, but he always talked about R-Truth. When R-Truth was a heel, he got a lot of reaction from the fans.
Because he was crazy.
He got a lot of reaction from the fans. The feuds he had was entertaining, was talked about. The whole thing with the little Jimmy and what and again, I thought his character was that's what made R-Truth a contender. I mean, we could talk about Henry winning his first belt. R-Truth didn't he was never a contender in the WWE until he turned heel. Nah. So, I mean,
when he was Mark Henry.
Huh?
When he was Mark Henry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Henry turned heel, he won the belt. R-Truth turned heel, he became a contender. Right. So, I mean, you could look. I mean, it's real close, but I would just say R-Truth because of the impact he had. He made more of an impact.
You think so?
Yeah. As far as
how does R-Truth compare to Mark Henry beating Randy Orton twice on pay-per-view cleanly? How do you compare that? What other person can say that this year?
Nobody.
All right, then. So there it is.
Well,
top heel.
Well, I mean,
CM Punk didn't do that. He got swept.
That's true. That's true. That is true. That is true. But again, just like Zack Ryder getting his push. CM Punk in the WWE Universe. I just think a year from now, nobody will remember what Mark Henry did. The universe won't remember. But they'll remember when R-Truth, they'll remember R-Truth being crazy. They'll remember little Jimmy. They'll remember that a year from now.
They'll remember the whole thing.
If R-Truth was still wrestling and Mark Henry is still wrestling next year, people will remember R-Truth more than Mark Henry. Like when they see Mark Henry,
so you think Mark Henry's gonna become the Jack Swagger?
Yeah, pretty much. I just think what he did will be forgotten. I don't get me wrong, what he did was big. Like I'll put him in my top 5 heels. I'll put him in my top 5 this year. But I think R-Truth was because of the reaction he got out of the fans and how entertaining he was. And that's what WWE focused more on, is entertainment, not wrestling. I think he was more entertaining as a heel. That's what I'm basing it off of. And I can't wait till we talk about Superstar of the Year.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for a heel to beat the face of SmackDown cleanly like that.
You almost killed me with the Randy Orton. It took me like 10 seconds to think of something. I give you that.
Okay, sure he's more entertaining, but
I give you that.
Who did R-Truth beat in his heel change? He didn't beat Cena. He didn't beat Punk. He didn't beat Miz. He beat Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston.
Well, he did put on a good. I mean, well, he was a world heavyweight contender, and he was a guy that everybody talked about more than people was more obsessed with him than anybody at the time. R-Truth was a good heel.
He's still good. Well, he's a heel now.
Nobody drew a reaction out the crowd like R-Truth did when he was heel.
Say what? No, what me?
R-Truth can bring. He proved when he turned heel how good he is at his mic skills and his promos. That dude, when he comes back, well, he is back, but once that Miz thing pick up, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean when this Miz and Truth thing start.
Huh? Are they a legit tag team?
They were.
They was.
They broke up because Miz beat him up. Chris Truth was smoking that ganj.
Any other heels?
Well, I had Miz on here. CM Punk in the first half of 2011.
Nah, disappointment.
Christian and Cody Rhodes.
I'm glad you mentioned that first half because that's gonna be another reason.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I said Christian and Cody Rhodes were good heels as well. Especially Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes talked down in the crowd, and the crowd.
Cody Rhodes, I give you that.
As the crowd sat there, like, what is he saying all these big words?
I give you that. Christian, I can't give it to him because when he was taking off, he got hurt. So
yeah.
Christian was on his way.
So we got Henry. I'm taking Henry. He's taking Truth, but I'll leave you guys up to decide. So next one is obviously Best Face.
Okay.
So
me first. Right up this year, I'm gonna go with the last half of 2011 CM Punk.
I'm gonna pick Randy Orton for the whole year. Because you said it, yeah, you said it yourself. When Randy Orton got on the cover of I Watched the Wrestling video, because we got YouTube on Xbox now, thank the Lord. I watched that. You said since Orton was on the cover of WWE 12 that he was the it guy. And I was when I went to Raw in Philadelphia, Randy Orton's pop was deafening. It was disgusting. Like I can't believe that everybody like jumped on his bandwagon.
You just missed it. You missed the train.
I not missed the train. It's about crowd reaction. He's the best player. Everybody loves him. There's nobody that likes him. Sorry.
You know what I said when I said CM Punk, right? I said for the last half.
Yeah, for the last half. Randy Orton the whole year.
No.
If this is your argument for Superstar of the Year, you gotta use the whole year.
Oh yeah, I know.
All right then.
But best face.
Randy Orton all year.
You said best face.
Randy Orton all year. All year long was the best face.
What Orton did all year doesn't come close to what Punk did when he turned face. That's my opinion. Orton, yes, Orton is a good face, but don't you notice now on these blogs and how people starting to catch on to what he's becoming?
People catching on with CM Punk's becoming. You called on to it already.
I mean,
you were the first person to say something about Punk.
But I mean, now I wasn't at the Philly place, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Punk is bigger than Orton right now as a face.
Right now.
As a face.
But all year,
Orton
was consistent. Once again, consistency.
I mean, yeah, but we're talking about best face.
Consistency, yes.
Best face.
Orton's consistent.
I mean, it's Cena. I'm sorry. I mean, it's CM
Orton.
It's CM Punk.
You're right.
All right.
Orton.
So yeah, we are talking about best face of the year. Yeah, but when CM Punk turned face, I thought what he did and the type of reactions he got was bigger than Orton's. What he did, I mean, Orton doesn't really do much. He just goes out there and compete, and people
exactly.
But what Punk does, not only does he put on good matches, but he does good promos. Something Orton doesn't do.
But Orton's proved that he doesn't need those promos to be a good face.
And I mean, yeah, his cheers.
He comes out and people.
His cheers were loud. I admit,
disgusting.
His cheers were loud. You know, in the beginning of the year, he was that guy. But I've noticed, like I said, I mean, when they put him
after
on,
a while.
I mean, you know, when they put him on SmackDown, the cover of SmackDown, I said this guy's doing something. Right. But he didn't really. I mean, when he was on Raw, he wasn't that big of a face. It was when he went to SmackDown and kept winning belts. That's when he became. But now I'm noticing the crowd, the cheers is getting lower and lower because they're starting to catch on to Orton. If you notice, you know he got those moves.
5 moves. The CM Punk has 5 moves.
5 moves are done.
Punk down too.
Yeah, but they not catching on to Punk.
Nah, yeah, because they're blinded.
They
blinded. I called on already.
I mean,
you called on, didn't you?
He corrupted y'all, but he's Punk, man. He's a con artist, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
How can you pick up a face if you're a con artist?
Because Punk knows how to do it. See, Orton don't. People starting to catch on to Orton. So
what are you basing this face on? Because
I'm basing it on who, as a face this year, was
got the reaction.
Got the reaction and who made a more of an impact. And I think Punk did rather than Orton as a face.
As a face. So as a back to the heel one.
This is about impact. Okay. This is about.
So R-Truth made a bigger impact on WWE than Mark Henry.
The universe, yes. Not in wrestling wise, not in the ring, but in the universe.
The universe.
He made more of an impact.
I don't think so.
Hey,
the top heel would be the top face. For me, that was.
People don't look at that. That's not how the people look at it. I'm telling you. But again, this is going. When we get to that subject,
I'm sorry. I just think Randy Orton was a better face this year. He was consistent.
He was a good face.
He didn't have to do anything to be a face. He just came out and people started cheering for him.
And that's why I can't give it to him because
he's the
same guy. He's the same guy.
The same thing happened to CM Punk.
What you mean?
He became a face out of nowhere. Because he fought WWE man.
Yeah, but
he
look
pulled
at the
Stone Cold.
impact he made. Look at the trending topics. That's CM Punk.
Okay, well that's obviously Superstar of the Year now.
No.
Then what? You can't say that. You can't say that.
You missed the car. See.
Next topic. Next topic.
Wait till I get to the. Wait till we get to the suicide.
Next topic.
I can't wait. Next, come on, man.
Best feud of the year.
Let's get it.
I'm going with Punk versus WWE.
What?
You missed the car.
That's brutal.
Or the question is second for me.
What?
Yes.
You missed the car.
What's your feud of the year?
Rock and Cena.
That's my number 3.
Rock and, number 3?
They didn't wrestle yet.
That's the point. They didn't even wrestle. And WrestleMania is based on these two guys.
That's the phone.
I was looking at my text message that I sent you. Bubby.
They didn't face yet, so.
But that's what WrestleMania is based on. Is them.
Exactly.
All promos.
Exactly.
And all their promos were good.
Because I didn't see a match yet, so.
Impact, Marcus. Impact. Their feud is what the WWE is riding on at WrestleMania. That feud. All these other feuds you're talking about don't even compare to this feud. This is a feud that's been in the making for years.
One of those chips.
You want chips?
One trouble.
There's nothing in there.
But because he got me earlier. Nah, man. Rock and Cena. That's number 1. You can't miss that.
No. Sorry.
You can't miss that.
Because I know they're gonna wrestle. So I mean, it was. I got a number 3.
Oh, no.
I mean, King of Fruitation. I mean, but for me, it was Punk WWE because, once again, all about ushering in a new era, and almost.
Cannot miss that.
Almost.
Cannot miss that. And number 2, you forgot another feud: Triple H and CM Punk. Even though
Punk versus WWE.
Okay. All right. So well, you did it like that. Then I'll put that at 2. Alright, and number 3, you forgot this feud then, since you remembered that one. See, I forgot already. You forgot the feud. I'm trying to remember. I just had it. Oh, okay. This just popped in, but I'm saving it.
I don't like it.
I thought the R-Truth and John Cena feud was solid. The whole little Jimmy thing and
Get my face.
the whole thing with the shirts. But no, here's a good one though.
Alright.
Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio.
Number 5.
I
put it on there. Because I put that on the list because it was Rhodes' defining moment.
Yeah, when you put the mask on.
Rey Mysterio really counted it.
And that's why number 1 was for CM Punk and WWE because he changed wrestling. He beat Cena cleanly. Well, I'm sorry, I'm giving my argument. Twice on pay-per-view this year. Twice! Back to back!
He's falling for my trap.
I can't wait. But you're going with the top feud being Rock and Cena because of how big it is.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't wrestle.
Years in the making. WrestleMania banks.
Even though they didn't wrestle.
Transgender shit. Falling for my trap.
There we go. Alright, what was the worst feud of the year?
Those cars.
I'm going. That's up there. Did I put that on the list? I didn't.
Oh, I actually do have the worst feud, but you can go.
No, you go ahead. I went first last
Big
time.
Show and Mark Henry. That feud sucked.
Worst feud of the year: Cole versus Lawler.
Well, at least it drew a lot of reaction.
What? It was horrible.
At least it drew a lot of reaction. At least
Big Show Mark Henry did too.
I mean, the fact that he talked about his dead parents is a pretty. That feud has some hate in it. I mean, yeah, the matches suck, but
that's what I'm talking about. The whole feud in general. That
the matches suck.
And the storyline was horrible too.
The storyline was actually good.
It wasn't because
the Big Show and Mark Henry feud sucked. The matches sucked and the promos sucked.
The promos were good. That one for Survivor Series was nice because they featured them on the top rope, and that was good. Big Show did an elbow drop.
But no, that was the worst.
And it also ushered in Daniel Bryan.
I give you Michael Cole. What?
She got 10.
Yeah, I
They also ushered in the Daniel Bryan era, so I didn't put it on there. I got Del Rio and Big Show because it was stupid.
That was a dumb feud too. Of course, Big Show was in them.
Sin Cara and Chavo Guerrero.
That
pointless. Jackson and Ezekiel Jackson and Wade Barrett.
I wouldn't go there. Yeah,
Because
former members.
it had potential, but it fell flat in the face. Miz and Riley because it didn't push Riley like how Daniel Bryan and Riley did, or Daniel Bryan and Miz did. That was it. And Cole and Lawler because it was just a pointless waste of time. That time the days those two always got couldn't went to actual wrestlers. Like Ziggler could have actually not been. You still don't know what his WrestleMania match was, do you?
It was the tag match, right? With Trisha.
Yeah, so at least you remember now. But that time could have actually been given to maybe Ziggler actually getting a one-on-one match or somebody else. Not that stupid announcer. I'm sorry, I just don't. No. Cole Lawler was the most disappointing feud. Like, even though Big Show and Mark Henry was kind of watchable, at least it was for a world championship, and I always thought Daniel Bryan. I always thought Daniel Bryan was going to be involved somehow, some way. So it made it interesting. So.
I mean, Cole and Lawler matches were horrible.
Whole feud was horrible.
I just thought Cole was so entertaining with the stuff he was saying.
You're the only person in the world.
I mean,
he was funny, but it got redundant.
Losers. I'm sorry.
That's rude.
That's messed up, but it was.
It was redundant. So you still going with Big Show and Mark Henry?
Yeah, I hated that feud,
right.
and the fact that it went for as long as it did. Now.
Okay. Well, here comes our prediction posts. I think I got this, and then there's 3 more after this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this we're coming on the last 3 of the video. This one is Star Look Out For in 2012.
I want you to go first.
And this breakout star. Nah, you go first.
Okay. This guy's a current champion. He has real good mic skills, but people don't really notice it. This guy should be contending for a heavyweight championship in 2012 because there's no one left to do it.
Okay.
There's no one else left to do it. He has to soon.
And
depending on what happened at this pay-per-view, I'm going with Austin Starr.
This match was the TNA.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about TNA, Jamal.
I mean, you said a star. You didn't say a WWE star. You said a star to look out for.
You are horrible.
I'm gonna mention some more though, but that's a guy.
You are horrible.
That's a guy that I think.
You know what to do this whole 2 hours.
I hate throwing a curveball. Austin Starr is vicious. That is a guy. But WWE wise, I'll probably say a star to look out for. Most likely, it's going to be Wade Barrett. It's going to be.
Wade Barrett for number 2.
It's going to be Wade Barrett. I'm sorry. Ziggler chances are small on Raw. And Cody Rhodes, I don't think Vince has enough confidence in him yet. I think it's going to be Wade Barrett. Because he has more to look. But no, Austin Starr is my number 1.
Why?
Because the guy, he can wrestle. He has good mic skills. Eventually, he's going to lose the X Division to like the up and comer, maybe Jesse or somebody.
Jesse, look at these people saying that.
Austin Starr is going to get a shot because if Jeff Hardy wins the belt, after him and Bobby Roode has a feud, who's left for Jeff Hardy? Austin Starr. There's no other heels here. There's no other heels left. Austin Starr. Jeff Hardy set it up.
Oh, now I know the best moment. When I was like, the best moment of the wrestling year was when Jeff Hardy lost that 30-second match. I forgot about that. You won't bring TNA into it. But my breakout star of the year, or not breakout star, the person to look for in most is Cody Rhodes because Ziggler got his shot already. Wade Barrett got his shot. Dan Bryan's world champion.
I don't see it.
Wade
Barrett. I don't see it.
There's only one person left. I mean, Wade Barrett just took out Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Wade Barrett is going to become world champion. But Roach is going to continue to rise until they have to give him the championship.
They're going to make him the Chris Jericho, the PG era, just winning Intercontinental titles all the time. I just don't have enough confidence.
If he won 5 Intercontinental championships in 1 year and Wade Barrett only won world title, he had a more successful year.
Now, do I want it to be Cody Rhodes? Do I hope you're right? Yes, but I don't think Vince has enough confidence in him. I don't. I just think Wade Barrett is somebody Vince wants to be the next.
Yeah, because Wade Barrett has everything they want in WWE superstar.
Exactly. So, but I think Cody Rhodes. I hope he's.
But I don't see it for Barrett right now because Barrett was here at this point in his career right now. Last year, he was at the top of his game. He got 3 WWE title matches in 1 year. He may have had 4 pay-per-views, and what happened? His push fell off. So
he just took out the top face on SmackDown. He's
okay,
probably gonna beat
but
up.
he made the top faces on Raw. His I was about to curse. His lackey.
We're talking John Cena. This is SmackDown. That's John Cena.
That's what I just said. I said
he took out Orton. Orton can't wrestle.
Orton can't wrestle.
He'll probably beat up on Sheamus for a little bit.
Win the Rumble, come world champion, or he might get a world title match. I wouldn't put it past WWE to put the world title match.
I don't think he'll win the. I don't think that's how he'll get it. He's not ready for the Royal. He's not ready.
Del Rio wasn't ready either.
No, Del Rio was ready.
He wasn't
Del
ready.
Rio was ready.
Forget
Del
you.
Rio
That's
was
it. Next, I'm picking Rhodes. You got Austin Starr
as number 1. Yes.
But let's go to the next topic, which is what to look forward to in 2012. What's something that you think is going to happen, or something that we should keep our eyes out? What could happen in 2012? I got 10, and I'll go through them.
Can I just say one?
Yeah.
And I know it's one we all thinking. John Cena heel turn.
That's my number 1. That's I mean, they're teasing it. Foley, Piper, Kane, all testing John Cena's character.
Are they?
Yeah, they like this team. Kane talked again and did some his character. Yeah, let's see the heel turn in the works in 2012. I mean, you gotta look at it this way. He's going to Miami, Florida, WrestleMania, biggest main event of his life, biggest match of his career.
Yeah.
The loss to The Rock might do it.
Something has to do. I mean, if he's gonna,
either he beats The Rock and he gets too big headed, and that causes it, or he loses it and he gets pissed and that causes it.
Either one, or he turns his heel before that. So because he's gonna get booed in Miami.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He's in Rock's hometown facing The Rock. Nobody likes John Cena anyway. How does that look for your top guy in the company to get booed out of the building? I think a heel turn is the only way they can do it. It don't gotta be long, 3 months, and then you go back to Superman Cena. At least you change for a little bit. I mean, but that's my number 1. I don't know. What do you think? Something will happen.
That's a good one. But I think it's. I think one of the biggest moments is coming up for Raw. Who's this guy that's coming?
Of course.
That's gonna be big because
Mordecai.
Mordecai. I love Mordecai.
That's big because that's something a lot of people have been paying attention to. It's been getting a lot of attention. So whoever this is gonna have to play a big part in WrestleMania.
Of course. WrestleMania season now.
I think recently with the Brock Lesnar thing, that's kind of a big moment.
A lot of people just like, what? Like, you know.
If Brock Lesnar comes back to WWE, TNA is dead. If Brock Lesnar comes back to WWE, he could do something that CM Punk or Cena couldn't do.
Kill TNA.
No.
What?
He'll make WWE actually more watchable.
I don't know yet.
I've
been watching WWE regardless.
You've been watching wrestling for a long time. You remember what it was like when Brock Lesnar was in the WWE?
Yeah, but he also left on bad terms.
How the F5 was supposedly so devastating. I didn't.
It's great. It's fantastic. Well, when we first started doing it.
It was.
Not now. Like they letting it back.
Brock Lesnar, with all the attention he got from UFC, he comes back to the WWE, ratings will go sky high.
Yeah, but that's only for a little bit until people get.
So I would say what happens with the Brock thing and the big thing for tomorrow with who's this second guy going to be, because whoever this guy is going to play a big part for 2012. So I think that's big. Cena turning heel is good, but since you already took it, I'll say those two.
Let me just go through a couple more that we got. I was talking about maybe there's going to be a new faction coming out in 2012. Because they didn't do anything really big this year with factions. Like, New Nexus kind of died down. The Core was the poor man version of Nexus.
Yeah.
And they teased a group, I don't know if you remember. It was around October, when from Tribulation to Power. It was Cody Rhodes, Christian, Swagger, and Ziggler.
Yeah,
it was like her stable. What happened with that? that could have been something different. That could have been, you know, the way that Ziggler, Swagger, and Rose got the ground.
That would have been good.
Also talk about tag team division being rebuilt. I agree with you. Better pay-per-views, because WWE proved that they can do consistently good pay-per-views in the PG era. So we need to see more of that in 2012. Talking about the WWE Network, because for me as a wrestling fan, I buy all pay-per-views, and the WWE Network is basically eliminating that. The only pay-per-views I'll have to buy are Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. And with me taking this big step, I need some money.
So the WWE Network will cost money, right?
Of course it's going to cost money.
It will.
It's probably going to be part of the cable package, but I don't know yet. But I'm excited because I can save money. I'm going to need all the money I can get. So, that's good for me. More pushing to the young talent. The last couple years have been, you know.
We've been talking about this all day.
Yeah. I mean, we got people like Rhodes and Ziggler and Barrett who are going to be the Rhodes, Ziggler, and Barrett of 2012. Like people like McIntyre finally will rise back up. Or like, are we going to get Tyson Kidd to wrestle? You know, or like Tyler Rex, because I like Tyler Rex. I thought he was going to get a big push when he first came in. That never happened. Gabriel, what's he doing? Slater, come on now. Let's get more of these guys up here. And the biggest thing, the big feud's coming up this year. I don't know if you heard, there's a rumor going around that Daniel Bryan might work with John Cena in 2012. That's something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Ziggler and Punk, Ziggler and Cena. Bryan versus almost everybody on SmackDown I want to see. And, of course, Punk is Jericho if it happens. And I think the biggest one, for me, internet fans want to see would definitely be Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Just for me and all the internet fans. I don't know if it's going to happen in 2012, but
I think so.
I mean, if they didn't do CM Punk and Jericho, CM Punk and Bryan would be
if CM Punk isn't champion by WrestleMania, maybe it'll happen.
Because that's the only that match would be a wrestling classic, and you gotta have something on par with WrestleMania this year. Is centered around three things: The Rock and Cena, Undertaker's 20th match, and the WWE Championship. So that's. I mean, you gotta have a good WWE title match because it's gonna be hard to face. It's gonna be hard to follow.
You know, I've been hearing so many rumors about tomorrow and who this person might be. Who do you think it is?
I don't have anybody to say. Like,
but have you been hearing the crazy rumors about this?
I haven't heard a crazy rumor. Everybody says Jericho because there's Maple Leaf in the video and there's like a globe and like it's Chris in there. I can't tell you. I haven't heard any crazy rumors.
What video is this?
I don't know.
With the Maple Leaf in it.
I didn't see Maple Leaf, but they said it was in there. I didn't see it.
Well, what about the Chris part? What was that?
It was in the video. The Raw almost to Philadelphia. It was in that video. It was like on a notebook. You had to zoom in though. And it had Chris crossed out. So
wow, it might be Chris Jericho.
But it might just be Chris. It might have been Chris, but they crossed Chris's name out, so it might not be Chris.
She didn't like it.
But I don't know. It could be Brock Lesnar. It could be even Brodus Clay. I mean,
I hope not. But
I
it
hope
will be
either.
his second time coming back.
So
I've been hearing rumors of Stephanie and Shane McMahon.
I think that could happen. Then the whole conspiracy storyline could start back up again.
I'm hearing rumors. One guy said it could be the Undertaker, and the reason he came back was because of Shane. I think. Wanted to take control of the company, and that's who Laurinaitis was texting. Like I've been hearing.
Tomorrow's gonna be a big day in WWE. It's gonna change the whole foundation of WWE for the next couple months.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's.
I don't know. I mean,
we gotta wait till tomorrow.
Brock Lesnar would be the best. That would be sick.
I think Brock Lesnar would be the biggest for ratings, but I think Jericho would be the best for wrestling. And Stephanie and Shane would be best for storylines.
Yeah.
So I mean, Undertaker's just good for everybody because Undertaker. So I mean, either way about it, somebody's coming back tomorrow. It's gonna be something to look forward to. And that's about maybe like I was talking about January 2nd, the return of alumni for WWE. You know, like I said, also talking about Lesnar, and of course I was talking about world title match for the young guys like Ziggler. It's already been proven. Ziggler already second day of 2011, getting a 2012 getting a title shot. Yes, things. Got like Wade Barrett finally get back on top, and Cody Rhodes will get his first world title shot. You know, so you know, it's time for these young guys to get the world title shots now. It's time to stop playing them around. And I was talking about also maybe this will be the last year we see some WWE greats hanging out the boots. Mark Henry's getting older. Big Show, Triple H, Kane.
Undertaker.
That's why I really dedicated this whole post to. It wasn't just it was mainly for them, but the Undertaker can retire and is that's the end of an era, really.
Yeah, that's big.
You know, we all look forward to WrestleMania.
The last outlaw.
Yeah, we all look forward to WrestleMania because of like WrestleMania, we're wrestling fans. Yeah. But we want to see the Undertaker. Who's going to try to take on the Undertaker streak? What happens when he gets to 20-0 and there's nobody else left? He's gone. What do we look forward to? We just look forward to WrestleMania for the grandeur and everything of it. Undertaker's name has been, what's the word? They go hand in hand. You think of WrestleMania, you think of Undertaker's streak. So what happens after this year? This may be his last time he wrestles. It's gonna be sad. So I mean, and of course, like I said, number one was Cena heel turn. Will we ever see Cena?
I think so.
Turn heel?
I think so.
I mean, if we're not seeing a heel turn, it's basically a character change.
I think it will because they never teased it ever.
They're teasing it hard now.
They're teasing it, so I think they have no choice but to do it.
We'll see it give it to the hey. What if the January 2nd thing is for like somehow how for Cena, like his heel turn or something? I don't know. Maybe it just gotta wait. But a Cena heel turn would change WWE forever, and that's talking about a new era of wrestling. I don't know. But here we go. We're at the very last topic of this video, and it is obviously who is WWE's superstar of 2011, the person who either changed WWE this year or had a great year all around. I mean, who was a superstar? Who was the guy that did the best in WWE this year?
John Cena.
Why? Why John Cena?
I mean, the fact that he's won the WWE Championship 10 times is amazing. He's in the biggest match in wrestling history, one of the biggest matches in wrestling history. He's in one of the biggest stories. He was involved in not one, but two big storylines of this year. He was involved in the CM Punk thing. You know, he was a part of that. And he's in the storyline, which is with him and The Rock. Showdown at Miami, and his impact on wrestling is bigger than anybody else impact this year. Cena, look, if Cena isn't that good, right? Del Rio, champion, finally won the belt. What happens when the ratings went down? They took it off and they gave it to Cena. CM Punk is the face of Raw, Smack. He's the face of the WWE. He's the best champion. But wait a minute, the ratings are going down. Maybe we should have the title on the line after WrestleMania with The Rock versus Cena. Maybe we should give Cena the championship so our ratings could go back up. If you're going to
that makes him WWE's option, the WWE's plan. Their plan out. What's that? Bailout. That's what it is.
To be a superstar, you have to have an impact. Cena has that. Look at what happened to Zack Ryder. That's a perfect example of an impact based off of what he's done with the whole internet thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Guys like Del Rio and Mark Henry and CM Punk has done some great things in the ring, but they didn't really make an impact.
Sure. Okay.
Del Rio, with everything Del Rio has done, nobody really. Look at what happened when he became champion.
He failed.
If you make an impact, when you make an impact, Marcus, when you're a champion, the ratings are not supposed to go down. When you make an impact, people are supposed to watch you.
Jamal. Del Rio was champion. He was champion during football season. Ratings always go down during that time.
Are we really going there, Marcus?
Yes, we're going there. We have to go there. Though you have to look at competition what's on TV. It's not Del Rio's fault.
No, it's not. No, if you're a superstar of the year, it shouldn't matter what's on.
I'm sure ratings for John Cena was champion too. Who they going to go to now?
Never heard of it.
Who's the bailout plan after Cena fails?
Never heard of it. I mean, you talked about it more than I have. This whole blog about Cena's heel turn being the biggest thing.
Because he is the go on board WWE. That doesn't mean he's superstar of the year.
So
he was superstar of the year last year.
I mean, if he's not the superstar of the year, then why is he main eventing this year's WrestleMania?
Because it's Cena and The Rock. It's Hogan. It's like Hogan and The Rock. Just because Rock wasn't the superstar of the year when him and Hogan challenged.
Wait, who?
When Rock and Hogan fought 2002, he was a superstar that year.
Rock and Hogan.
Yes, Rock and Hogan. Remember 2002? When Rock challenged Hogan and he beat him, he wasn't a superstar of the year.
Yeah, that's why they didn't get main event.
That's not the reason.
This Cena, this storyline.
Yeah, it's fantastic. This is a big storyline. This is not a storyline, it's a match.
This is big.
It is big.
Cena's won the WWE Championship the 10th time this year.
Yeah.
Without Cena, The Miz is nothing. Because that, I mean, well, of course with The Rock too, but look at what happened with The Miz after he beat Cena. That's called an impact.
Yeah, it's called impact, but it's like that's saying with anybody beating him. Like you saw when Ziggler beat Randy Orton on Raw. That was an impact.
No, but it wasn't.
Ziggler beat Punk.
No,
of course, not gonna be as big because you don't know Ziggler yet.
Yeah, it wasn't as big. You can't compare Orton to Cena. You can't do it yet. You can't do it yet.
Dude, but this is the guy 6 months ago said Orton's the #1 guy now. Remember? You probably remember what you said back in the day.
I did say he was the #1 guy because people were starting to boo Cena. I did.
People still boo Cena. He got booed in Philadelphia. He got booed in Chicago.
But now he's not that guy because he's becoming Cena. I call him Super Orton now. He's not the same Orton he was earlier this year.
I disagree. I do not think John Cena is superstar of the year. Because when John Cena...
So CM Punk.
Obviously, it's CM Punk.
Based off of one wrestling shoot.
It's not... No, I'm not basing off of that. I'm basing... John Cena's not superstar of the year. He's not even number 2 superstar of the year. He's number 3.
Let's hear why CM Punk was superstar of the year.
Wait, guys, let me talk. John Cena is not superstar of the year because he failed in big match situations. He lost the Royal Rumble.
Giving people pushes, but go ahead.
He lost the big match situation. Doesn't matter how he's getting pushes. He lost it at the Royal Rumble. He lost to The Miz at WrestleMania, Jamal. The man who's going to be in the main event for WrestleMania last year lost to a nobody in the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE title. The second time, that's first one-on-one loss. He put on an absolute classic with CM Punk, still lost, and he lost again at SummerSlam. He lost back-to-back pay-per-views. It was the last time Cena lost back-to-back pay-per-views. Can you tell me when? He went 1 for 3. 1 for 3 at big pay-per-views. He lost. He only pay-per-view he won at was Survivor Series, and he didn't even get a pinfall. John Cena didn't have an impact this year. You know where his impact's coming from? People like Foley, Piper, Kane, who are actually calling him out on this crap. If Cena was to turn heel at the end, if he turns heel in December, let's say he helps Zack Ryder. Let's say we have a TLC. Zack Ryder won the US title, and he turned on Zack Ryder, superstar of the year easily, because all that stuff is leading up to his heel turn. If he turns heel this year, he's gonna be superstar of the year regardless of what happens. I don't care if CM Punk won the title 5 times, just a heel turn alone. But because he didn't turn heel, he didn't change his character. Nothing changed with Cena. He's number 3 on my list. I put Del Rio because of the impact he made.
He's third on mine.
He's third on yours. CM Punk's number 2. Well, CM Punk is number 1 on my list because CM Punk's 2011 was consistently good. He only had 1 bad month, and that was May. You guys are forgetting that CM Punk joined Nexus at the end of 2010. He was number 1 in the Rumble. He lasted the longest in the Rumble that year. Had a good Elimination Chamber match, good WrestleMania match, good Extreme Rules match. I mean, then the whole shoot came. And everybody recognized him. Then they jumped on the CM Punk bandwagon. We even talked about that. You asked me how many times I felt about the Punk bandwagon. They put on 2 absolute classics with John Cena, and he beat John Cena. And if John Cena is this top superstar, as you said, that should mean something. Nobody else can say that they beat Cena 2 times in a row at pay-per-view this year. Nobody can say that. Even The Miz can't say that. So he's superstar of the year for that reason. He changed WWE for that summer. That was the summer of Punk. And he almost changed professional wrestling. It wasn't for Triple H, Del Rio, and Kevin Nash. He evoked change. He was a catalyst of change for WWE. He had the best match in the PG era.
Which John Cena was involved in.
But he won the match. So if Cena won, I would put Super Cena over. But Cena didn't win either match.
CM Punk is your superstar of the year.
Yes.
Again, you mentioned a lot of things that he did after his shoot. Who was CM Punk before the wrestling shoot? Was he relevant in the WWE?
Yes.
No. He was the guy that took the most dominant group of the PG era in the Nexus and destroyed it. That's who CM Punk was in the beginning of this year.
He was still relevant.
No, CM Punk?
Jamal.
The Miz was doing more than Punk at that time.
Because he's WWE champion.
That's the 2011 Superstar of the Year.
He was still relevant. Jamal. He ended the last Raw of 2010 with Jordan Nexus.
What happened when he joined them?
Doesn't matter what happened. It
does matter.
It disbanded.
They disbanded.
Yeah, they disbanded. So done with. They didn't talk about it.
He took the most dominant group and destroyed them.
Well, that was WWE actually did that.
He destroyed them.
WWE did that.
And that's not. I'm not going to go into 2010 because he was really a disgrace in 2010. I'm not going to go there.
But guess what? That's what I was a disgrace. I was a disgrace in 2010. But look, we're not going to go into that. Look. Punk was relevant all year. So was John Cena. Relevant all year. He only had one bad month, and that was in May.
Until that shoot, Punk wasn't really doing anything. He had a little.
Jamal.
He didn't do anything.
He lasted 35 minutes in the Royal Rumble.
At the beginning of the year, all he was doing was telling Nexus members to hit themselves with a brick. Hey, do this, do that.
He was still relevant. He was still on television, still getting TV time.
Yeah, but he wasn't really.
I think wasn't this year or last year? He beat Cena 3 times. I think I don't know if it's this year or last year, but he beat him by DQ.
Money in the Bank.
No. Beginning, because they had a few in the beginning of the year. Remember? Do you remember?
Oh yeah. When he was in Nexus, right?
Yeah. I think I want to say CM Punk beat Cena 3 times. I gotta check it out.
I don't know about
that. I think he beat my DQ, beat my count up, they beat my pinfall.
But I'm basing this whole argument is on when you're the Superstar of the Year, it's about the impact you made. And
WWE voted him Superstar of the Year. So
of course, off of that shoot, but I'm going off of the whole year.
I'm not going to shoot. I'm talking about the Royal Rumble.
The whole year, but he didn't win the Royal Rumble.
John Cena didn't win either.
But John Cena's in the main event of WrestleMania, and he's in the biggest storyline. He's in the biggest storyline. This match.
That's not really a storyline.
This match is bigger than what you think. Do you realize how big this match is?
I do realize how big this match is. How overhyped it's going to be. How horrible it's probably going to be.
Do you realize how?
Yes. I realize that. Yes, I realize all that. But
CM Punk is so great. This was a guy crying, talking about he should be a contender instead of The Miz, and Del Rio shouldn't be pushed over. Remember when he was crying about that?
What was this? What was this?
This was before Punk did his shoot.
Before Punk
did his shoot, he didn't like the way he was being used.
I didn't like the way he was being used. CM Punk was much better than the way he was being used from January to June. But he's still relevant.
He wasn't doing anything that was impactful compared to what Cena was doing. Cena was involved in a big feud with The Miz. He was the main event in WrestleMania. What was Punk? Nothing. Oh, wait a minute.
Punk and Orton had probably one of the best wrestling matches. Punk
get swept by Orton this year?
But he still had a great feud with him.
Punk got swept by Orton this year?
But then Punk end up sweeping Cena?
Didn't Eagles get swept by everybody?
Punk is the Superstar of the Year, and he can't even beat Orton, man. He lost to Orton 3 times.
But he beat Cena twice.
3 times. And it wasn't even.
But you said yourself.
It wasn't main event matches.
But you said that is what makes CM Punk's match victories bigger than his losses. So he lost to Orton. Orton went on to become the top of SmackDown.
Has been relevant all year.
CM Punk has been relevant all year.
Being in the feud with The Miz, a championship feud, like anything. Cena's been relevant the whole year. He's made an impact the whole year somehow.
Who's won better matches this whole year?
CM Punk didn't start the.
Who won better matches this whole year?
CM Punk didn't start to make more of an impact until that wrestling shoot. Until that wrestling shoot, nobody remember. I bet you're the only person that remember what Punk did before that shoot.
That's why it's my Superstar of the Year, because I'm a CM Punk fan.
I give you that.
That's why. I'm not just what John Cena did this year.
But the WWE Universe don't remember Punk before the shoot.
I do. That's why I'm going. You said my Superstar of the Year, CM Punk.
People remember Cena what he did at WrestleMania until now.
Nobody remembers what happened.
People remember when he called out The Rock. People remember.
He didn't call it about WrestleMania.
People remember his feuds with R-Truth. People remember.
Nobody remembers that. You know what they remember about saying that they remember?
But wait, what about matches though? What about matches?
I was saying who?
Yeah, I said he called out The Rock.
Yeah, the Raw after WrestleMania. I was saying who had put on better matches this whole year.
CM Punk.
That
has nothing to do with.
It does.
It has nothing to do with.
It doesn't do with Superstar.
I mean, putting on matches is one thing, but it's more than just putting on matches. You have to win matches.
Well, I'm sorry. CM Punk. Even if we're talking about Impact alone. Punk's impact on that shoe promo was bigger than CM Punk's John Cena's impact all year. I don't care.
Bigger than The Rock.
Yes, well, because I don't care about The Rock. You don't look.
But that's you. We're talking about a wrestling world.
Nobody cares about The Rock.
A wrestling world. This match.
The Rock's a liar.
You will see when WrestleMania gets near. You will see.
I'm gonna say everybody's anticipation,
you will
but
see what I'm talking about.
It's like, sorry, that shoe promo. You know why? I guess because CM Punk is there every week.
Don't you know Attitude fans that haven't watched WWE in a while is going to watch it just to see that match?
Of course. And then what else I want to say? CM Punk had the best match of the night with Chris Jericho, probably.
Oh man,
then everybody's gonna like that Rock and Cena match sucks.
If he's superstar of the year, he would be in the main event. If he's
not his fault.
If he's superstar of the year,
Jamal, it's not his fault.
If he's superstar of the year and he's champion, the ratings wouldn't drop.
So John Cena is superstar of the year April 1st, April 2nd. No, when was the next match? April 4th, 2011. When they announced the match, John Cena was superstar of the year from that day on because he wrestled.
Even before that, Cena was still.
Though he lost the Royal Rumble, though he lost to a nobody in the Miz in the main event.
The Miz wasn't a nobody because he did get a title shot.
He was nobody because nobody remembers him. Talk about the Universe. The Universe doesn't remember that Miz won against John Cena. You even said yourself that Miz was going to during his. I forgot what you said, but you're talking about Miz was going to somehow make people remember that he was in the main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, because it was overlooked.
Exactly. So nobody's going to remember that match at all. You know, people remember from the last thing WrestleMania probably that Cena got rock bottom. They don't remember the Miz pinned them or anything.
Well, I think they will because the Miz talks about it every time.
Of course, but because people forget. That's why.
Well, I mean,
Cena's the superstar of the year.
Cena is superstar of the year.
No. The only thing that puts Cena on my list is because the match with Rock was announced. He won 3 WWE titles this year, and he remained relevant the whole year.
They gave a guy a championship because the
wait a minute.
Damn.
Wait a minute. We didn't even talk about in December where he wasn't even featured on the last pay-per-view of the year.
TLC?
Yeah,
and look at how bad the ratings got on that.
Well, first of all, the numbers weren't released for it yet. So that's
bad.
That's yet to be determined.
Well, I mean, I don't know the numbers, but from what I've heard, I heard they projected it was going to do bad.
Look, nobody wants to see Cena anymore.
If CM Punk is superstar of the year, if he's just superstar of the year, the ratings shouldn't drop.
No
matter if a guy is good.
We're not talking about ratings. You want to talk about ratings? Look at the ratings for when CM Punk did the shoot promo, did everything.
And again,
from June to September. That's when CM Punk's ratings mattered.
We're talking about all year. CM Punk. Nobody talked or even cared about Punk until that promo because that's when he said what everybody wanted, and that's when everybody, like you said, jumped on the bandwagon. Before that promo, there are no hardcore Punk fans except for you and a few other people. Nobody cared about Punk until that promo shoot. I'm trying to tell you.
So
CM Punk is number 2. He's number 2.
So Punk won to Chicago. Today's title match, without that shoot promo, that match wouldn't have been a special. Is that what you're trying to say?
Without what?
Doing a shoot promo.
Yeah, because that's what WWE turned around on. That's what
I'm saying without the shoot promo, without it.
Yeah.
Imagine Punk didn't do that night. Say he cost John Cena the match and he just left.
Yeah.
And then they had the match at Money in the Bank 3 weeks later. Are you saying it wouldn't have been that special because of that?
Oh, definitely. Because that's what the match was based on.
You're crazy.
That's what the match was based on.
The match would still have the same atmosphere because
the match would have. I mean, they probably would have still wrestled in there. It would have still been a good match.
It would have been best of the year still.
It wouldn't have been as good without that storyline. Yeah.
That's all that.
And again, it depends on without that shoot promo, how big of a face would Punk been? How big of a face he would have been with that?
What if Rock never came back? Cena wouldn't have been superstar of the year then.
That's why Punk is number 2, but The Rock is big.
I'm sorry, the shoot promo for me was bigger than the announcement of Rock and Cena because Rock and Cena is going to happen once, one and done. CM Punk's shoot promo made change, and he made him a catalyst to change and made it consistent. He's going to be in WWE for the rest of his career. I know after Rock and Cena wrestle, going to go bye-bye, back to Hollywood, make G.I. Joe 3.
Said something a long time. I said CM Punk had this moment now, and then when he's done, he's gonna fall off again. Yeah, I still believe that.
No, it's not the movie just coming out.
I still believe that after to fall off again. It's showing now because they're blaming ratings. It sucks, but that's what they do.
And that's why Punk and Ziggler were not the main event last week. That's why they did the thing with Cena and Kane.
See what Punk is going to go back to pushing people, and when Cena turned the heel, that's it. Punk's done. He's done.
I think when Punk, if I'm not gonna say when, if Cena turns heel, we're gonna heel Cena and face Punk again. I think they're gonna turn their house down again. Ain't no problem. It's not happen because it's not probably. If Cena turns heel, if he's gonna face Punk,
yeah, it'll probably happen.
All right. John Cena turns heel, he's gonna face on Raw.
I mean, yeah, I said Punk. It'll probably.
Yes, probably. It will happen. There's no problem.
Probably it will. All right, it will happen. Alright, it will happen.
Alright.
But Punk eventually is gonna fall off. Until he can carry the WWE rating wise.
If that's what you're doing, because he's not getting the rating.
It's not just that.
That's what you keep going back to.
Yeah, but
I can see that. Let's get to Rock and Cena was announced. I mean, what if Cena got injured?
It's just if
what if he got injured?
If he got injured, what?
Say he got injured on Raw.
I hope not, but yeah.
Match is over. That match is canceled.
And watch how bad WrestleMania does because of that.
No, I think Rock was priced at Russ in a lower crunch.
No, that wouldn't well.
Of course it wouldn't well, but at least people perform.
People want Rock Cena. That's what people want. People want. I'm basing this.
You're basing it off of two things. Because Cena draws ratings is what you're basing.
That's one.
You're basing it off an announcement of a match that's a year in the making. Now it's 3 months away.
You keep overlooking the show-mo. If you ask a lot of people, ask them what Punk did before the promo, they're not. Only a true fan will.
Ask them what Cena did this promo. Nobody's gonna remember. That's the only thing they're gonna say. They're not gonna remember. Lost the Roman. He was eliminated by The Miz.
Nobody remembers.
I remember losses. I remember when CM Punk lost to when he lost to Miz and
Triple H.
The Hell in a Cell.
Lost to Triple H too.
Exactly. I remember the loss because I'm actually.
Lost to Triple
H. The fans who say the people who say John Cena Super is not wrestling fans. I say it like that because they didn't do anything revolutionary for wrestling this year. And it was The Rock's decision to come back. Rock's decision to invent WrestleMania. It was The Rock's decision. The Rock to wrestle John Cena. Not Cena.
You said you're not wrestler of the year.
So just went all that. Because wrestler.
Who is?
Is he? Yes.
What's it do?
John Cena. Also, nobody. John Cena sweat. Huge one Is that wrong? Okay. Hey. Shady because CM Punk. Shady, yes.
Well, when eventually you'll find out how bad that was. And if he's so great, why are they blaming the ratings on him?
They had to blame it on somebody. Who else can they blame? They gonna blame Daniel Bryan?
It's just funny how people are now talking more about Kane and Cena than the CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler.
Wait, you talk about Kane and Cena because one is Kane. Kane takes Kane back with the mask on. Two,
that's bigger than the heel turn from Cena.
That's you know they finish. Okay. Cena heel turn. Shut up. Yeah, Cena. I'm getting mad. I'm gonna hit you. But Cena. I even forgot what was that. Yeah, they're talking about that because Kane's in it. Two, because Cena's characters might change. Not a heel turn, his character might change. He still might be a face, just different character. That's why people are talking about that. I'm talking about that more than CM Punk and Ziggler. Me, the CM Punk fan, the one that supported CM Punk in the Rumble, who wore a CM Punk shirt and supported him for those 35 minutes. That doesn't.
This is just so funny, man. This is funny. At the beginning of the year, this is so funny. At the beginning of the year, CM Punk merchandise didn't sell until that shoot. The Cena merchandise always sell.
Not selling anymore. Not selling that much anymore. The only thing that's selling is the Cena Sucks shirt.
Not good for me.
It's still Cena.
CM Punk is the superstar of the year.
John Cena is superstar of the year.
No.
CM Punk is wrestler of the year. I give you that.
Superstar of the year.
But superstar is more than just wrestler.
WWE title twice. Change WWE. Beat CM Punk or John Cena twice. 2 times on pay-per-view this year. One of those victories was the biggest pay-per-view of the summer.
Rock and Cena. That's it. Rock and Cena. One of the biggest matches in WWE history.
You just named one moment. That was it.
In WWE history. It kills everything you said.
It doesn't.
It kills everything you said.
Once again, because the Rock is going to leave.
Everything you said.
Rock's going to leave. Well,
he's talking about change. You see how the ratings is dropping. The ratings is dropping.
We're going to end this. And we need feedback.
We need it
because there's no clear-cut winner. Who was superstar of the year? Is it CM Punk? What the WWE Universe voted for, which is what they voted. The WWE Universe voted for. This universe we're talking about that's not gonna remember anything. And the stale and stupid John Cena, who's gonna probably win against the Rock.
Rock and Cena. So who is it gonna be? CM Punk, who the WWE Universe did vote for because of a wrestling shoot. But before that, nobody knew who he was. Nobody didn't care what he done. Or Cena, a guy that everybody knows, who they always been knew. And a guy that who could tear a place down, whether you boo him or you like him. This is a guy that gets the biggest reaction. Cena, the guys who always sell merchandise. Cena, who's going to be in the biggest match in history.
CM Punk, everybody. Thanks.
John Cena.
CM Punk.
John Cena.
CM Punk.
People, remember, there's a difference between a superstar and a wrestler.
CM Punk is superstar of the year.
Wrestler of the year. John Cena is superstar of the year. Biggest. Come on, Rock and Cena.
So what? You can say Rock and Cena. Shoot promo. Shoot promo's bigger.
A promo's not bigger than a match. A promo bigger than a. He just compared a promo to a match.
Because the promo already happened. There's still a chance that Rock and Cena can fail. You're hyping this match up. It's not going to live to your standards.
You'll see you're gonna see how much WWE bank on it. And when Cena,
of course, they're gonna bank on it. And then in the match, you know what happened with Brock Lesnar and Goldberg? Remember what happened with that match? How hyped that match was? I can't compare that. It's a big match.
Those
red stuff.
Let me hurry up. So.
But yeah, let's go.
We need feedback, so please, we need get this out the way. Who was superstar of the year? What's the number one for you on? Breakout star of the year, definitely. We need another one for that one too. So I don't know, man. Maybe somebody can say something to convince me, because I'm not convinced that John Cena is superstar of the year. So for the Fat Man Stevens, Mona Marvel, Marcus Stevens, Ledger Esquire, Jamal Esquire Holland. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, we'll have some more videos for 2012. Maybe some more for this person's coming out. Definitely for WrestleMania. So, see you later, guys.
All right.